Hey now, everybody, it's Thursday night in the Chicago suburbs, and it's time for another Thirsty Thursday Night Thunder. I am your host, MC Beer Money Vic, and although the moniker refers to my alcoholic beverage of choice, it is summertime. It's hot. I don't really like to drink beer when it's a little hot out. I prefer cocktails because they're ice cold and they're a little bit fruitier, so they kind of a little bit more digestible because of the light, the liquor as opposed to like a heavy beer, especially the ones I drink, the micro stuff. So tonight, brought to you by Moxie's Heartbreaker, one of my own concoctions, simple formula, white rum, Sprite, and a splash of fruit punch to top it off. And I believe that the Bacardi, the white rum, and the Sprite goes good with the nature of Moxie herself, the Borderlands bartender and coquette waitress. So salud. All right, yeah, I've been making that for a little while now. All right, I was planning on doing Borderlands 3, but some of my mates dropped out last second. No big deal because there's no shortage of games to play. And right now I'm also in the middle of Diablo 3. Oh no, 4. Shoot, I got 3 on the brain. Diablo 4. This is actually my first Diablo game. I have never played a Diablo game before. It always seemed like it was more one of those PC franchises that benefited it and were just better to play on PC because of the point and click nature of the gameplay. But it's been a while since Diablo 3. I know there was console ports, but by the time they were ported and all that, like I wasn't really interested. But Diablo 4, I got a couple friends that have been lifelong Diablo players, and so 4 came out. They were getting it. I said I want in on that, so here I am. I'm starting my second playthrough. I have one playthrough right now, a level 22 Barbarian. It's going fine, it's fun, but I kind of want something a little more swifty. So I'm going with a rogue for this playthrough. So let's get in it without dragging feet here. We got games to play. Checka. All right, starting a new playthrough right here. Fractured Peaks, starting very fresh. I just barely got past the character creator, and it looks like we're just gonna go running around here. How's everybody doing out there tonight? Yeah, there's some nasty heat down in Texas, man. I got family down there. Is that volume coming in loud? I think so. When in doubt, just kill the natural fauna. Yeah, there's some nasty heat down there in Texas. I think it's getting into the hundreds with the index. And it's pretty warm here in the Midwest, but not like that. I mean, we're just seeing 80s. You know, getting into the 90s with the feel and the sun. Yeah, I don't know if I dig the bow and arrow. I really like the knife. The knife feel. What's up, Brandon? Thanks for checking in, man. On a longer timeline in the future, I think the three of us, the Borderlands Bros, would have a really good time with Diablo. You think Borderlands is mindless? Ho ho. This is the king of mindless video game.
Demons everywhere.
Oop.
Fangs in the dark.
Cutscenes are. Oh, where am I supposed to be? Oh.
He's a wild one.
Cutscenes are kind of relevant, but not important at all. Borderlands at least has somewhat of a story going through, but this is just dungeon running. Yeah.
What's it to you?
Maybe when it goes on sale at the end of the year, hopefully. At some point.
I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a difficult time. Come.
This is my first Diablo game, and I was kind of put off because I know the series has been going on for a long time, but it's really cool. It looks really nice. The isometric look. It's very detailed. I was telling one of my friends, these isometric games always have like the sharpest detail, and I think it's because it's a fixed camera angle. They don't really have to Maybe the whole scene here is rendered, I don't know, but for some reason the top-down look always has a clean polish to it.
Could you protect us from whatever is out there? We have nowhere else to turn.
I'm going to kill whatever's in those ruins before it gets the chance to kill me.
Truly?
Alright, just like that. I just talking to her, I leveled up. Nah, it's more involved than that. Let's see. This seems alright. Okay, let's do that. Where's that one assigned? Oh no, I don't want that. Oof. Hold on. I already messed up. Yeah, they're fun, dude. They're... I don't know if you saw, but yeah, I stayed up. I've been staying up really late with this one. Not by myself, with friends. Because once you get a group going, like, it's hard to get off because, you know, you never know when the next time's going to be when you're playing with friends, you know? So, and for me, I take advantage when that happens. When the stars align and you get 4 people together. Alright, you know what? I'll come back to that. Yeah. Exactly. One more dungeon, you know? And dude, the quality of life... So, like, you can be out in the middle of a dungeon, use a portal to get back to town, sell stuff, upgrade, and then take a portal exactly right back to where you were. Not the entrance. Back to where you were. It's super sweet. Yeah. Also, let's say I'm playing right now, and then you just join in, and I'm in the middle of a dungeon. You can take a portal straight to where I'm at. You don't have to run there. You don't. It's pretty fun, and the time they really value your time. You know what I mean? Just quality of life stuff, dude. It's super cool. How's it going, Brendan? How's your studies going? I believe you're still studying. It's been a while. Not a while. It hasn't been as often as we've chatted, so I'm not sure if you're still studying for your degree there, your certification. Oh, no, can't go. That'll open up later.
I need more time.
It says hatch, nothing. I saw you before you saw me. I saw you too, you freak. Chest. Alright. Oh, because of the move? The move kind of complicated your, Okay. Righteous, dude. Oh, wrong button. Gloves. How's the place going? You guys got mostly packed away, or you guys still got like a room full of boxes? I've only... Yeah, no problem, dude. You talking about PSN or Discord? Because... Oh, we could do Discord. Yeah, you want to do Discord, Brandon? I don't mind at all, bro. Yeah, let's do, I think you're a Discord guy. Let me just, Yeah, I thought so. Silly me. Yeah, I guess it's better than typing back and forth, right? If you're gonna be sticking around. Check the volumes. Check, 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 check. Still good. All right. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Got all these apps open. All right. I'll see how Brandon sounds when he joins. As I got a. Oh,
I need more time.
come on now. That AOE is not cleared. You can have my chest, but leave the booty alone. Uh-oh. Stick and move, stick and move.
I'm not ready yet.
The Hellion. That's a cool name for a character in the future. I should have named my Berserker the Hellion. Aha!
I need more time.
Right through the face, you sucker. Yeah, stabby stabby, dude. Welcome, Ryan. How's your Thursday night going, bro? Am I crazy for believing the excitement on a Thursday night is better than a Friday? There's something about the anticipation of
I'm not
the
ready yet.
impending weekend. There's something about that anticipation that just gives me the squigglies in my tummy. But I'm one of those guys. Yeah, I'm one of those guys that believe the chase is better than the kill. And on Thursday's the chase, and Friday is the kill. How do you like that, dude? How do you like that? Ryan, you strike me as a fellow that digs loot games. So why aren't you playing Diablo? Oh, what? Thursday sucks? Don't say Thursday sucks. You don't believe that. Oh, today. I'm sorry, dude. I misread your comment. What up, Headshot Chris? Welcome in, my dude. Welcome in. I'm doing excellent, dude. I can't ignore this. It's starting to sweat. I got my cocktail going. I can't complain, dude.
What's up?
Hey now, Brendan. Check, check.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We got a caller on the line. Caller, you're on the air.
Chris!
Headshot and Ryan are here. Blackus.
What's up, my dude?
What's up, suckers? Yeah, I hear you, Ryan. It's just the last 2-3 weeks have been madness for games, new releases. Oh, Brendan's coming in loud. Here, I can adjust that. Oops.
It's Brandon.
Oh,
Chris.
Brendan.
Brandon,
I think I asked you before. Does anybody call you Bran, and how do you feel about people calling you Bran? I think that's a cool nickname, but what do you think?
That's like an old, like super old childhood name.
You know.
Kind of grown up from that.
Oh, okay.
So, it's either Brandon or Braun. So.
Really? You like Braun?
No, Gron.
Oh, Gron. I think said Bron. Like Bron.
Gron.
Okay, Gron.
No, Gron.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, the.
Like in my.
Thanks, I got that for the
Come on,
freneticness.
use your name, dude.
I know, dude. Yeah. All right, now they're too low. I agree. Thanks, Ryan, for the feedback. I don't know. Maybe Chris has got his headset on too loud or whatever.
Can you hear me now?
No, you're good. I think you're okay.
Okay.
Let's see how that is.
Y'all just need to turn me up.
Whoosh. Oh, look at. Oh, I took my eyes off for a second. What you up to? Just chilling, Brandon? Just on the couch or something?
Yeah. Yeah. I was kind of figuring. Well, I was trying to figure out like if we were gonna do anything together. So I was like, oh, are we gonna do something? And I was like, then I saw that you're doing Diablo. I was like, you can just play your game while I work on hunting.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah. That's all good. Yeah, you didn't say anything, so I figured you might just do your own thing, or
Yeah.
It's all good. Whatever.
So, but yeah. Actually, right now I'm having some dump cake.
Dump?
It's basically
Go ahead.
it's basically just like it's like cake mix and then I think it's like cherries and like pie filling, so like cherry pie filling. Also, like a can of pineapple.
Whoa.
I'm not sure what else, but it's really good. And so you basically just dump it all together into a pan and then bake it, and then eat it.
Wow,
So,
that sounds super simple.
Yeah. Oh, it's super simple, really good. Also, it's even better if you add just vanilla ice cream to it.
Mm-hmm. A touch
So
of
good.
ice cream.
Oh yeah. Well, and like especially if you heat up the if you nuke the cake and then put the ice cream on top, and then it kind of just melts into.
I love when a ice cream is like halfway melted. I love it. At the bottom of the cup or
Yeah.
whatever. Or after you get a blizzard or
yeah.
something. Yeah, it tastes a little better for some reason.
Yes.
You know what I'll do?
So,
I'll make like a bowl of ice cream and like let it sit on the counter for like 10 minutes. And then I'll get to it.
I have always loved soft serve ice cream the best.
Sure.
Or I guess the most. So, so is Diablo 4 is that crossplay enabled?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay, nice. So, Chris, why aren't you playing with with Vic, my dude?
Is he in the guild? I don't know. Not the guild, but the clan. I didn't even see. I joined it, but I don't know who else is in it.
Oh, Ryan, I still need to go to Cookout. Oh.
I never heard of Cookout.
Yeah, it's basically like barbecue, but then they also do like 50 different flavors of milkshakes.
Yeah.
I haven't actually been to it yet, but we've got one kind of over by where Rob is. Maybe a little bit more south. But oh, like Ryan, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I was like, I've been wanting to go at some point.
Never heard of the place.
So,
must be an East Coast thing.
I don't know.
Excuse me.
Maybe. So, but
Opening in the shy. Oh, thanks for letting me know. I'll keep my eyes peeled along with that Bojangles. I don't know if you were you there. I don't know if you were there, Brandon. There's a Bojangles opening in the Chicago in the suburbs out here.
Okay.
Do you have that out
What's
there
the,
in
what's
Virginia?
the, yeah, I think so. What's the hype about it? Because I don't know Bojangles.
I heard their breakfast is really good. Breakfast sandwiches. I think what is Ryan? What does Bojangles specialize in? Ryan, do you know?
I know
But it's a
they're
chicken
they're fried
place.
chicken. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
fried chicken.
Gotcha. I do like fried chicken. I don't eat much because my wife cannot eat it. It severely wrecks her. Whether it's Popeyes, KFC, don't matter. So I rarely get
Sure.
fried chicken.
Okay.
It's like the fast food like tier list. Like if I'm eating alone, it's like Taco Bell's number one, Burger King's number two. It's like Taco Bell's not Taco Bell, like fried chicken, like
Mm.
KFC would be further down. But I do love it. But I should move it up because it's been a while. Chicken and sweet tea. I don't like tea. What you think about that? Sweet tea, unsweetened. I'm not an iced tea guy. Bowberry, yeah, the Bowberry biscuits. I've heard they're like buttery, delicious. What's up with chicken places and the bomb biscuits? Like whether it's Popeyes or KFC, Bojangles, like biscuits are the rage.
Have a look inside, but hurry. I will prepare the torture.
Like the ones I was fed.
Yeah, sorry, I don't. Yeah, I don't do iced tea, man. Like lemonade is my like summer ice drink of choice. I would say.
You came to thank the light.
I've tried to like it. I've tried Snapple iced tea, like Lipton. I don't know what else there is, but it's just I don't like tea. Period. Even like out of a kettle or whatever.
You collapsed inside. I thought
Lemonade, yeah. I make the country time, you know, the powdered stuff. And the other night, I put ice in a blender, a tad of water, made a slushy, and then added some Tito's vodka. That was a nice nighttime beverage.
She said the Lord's.
Lynchburg, no, they probably have it out here, but I just grabbed the country time. That's what I know. It's familiar, so that's what I grabbed. But maybe I'll look for the Lynchburg. Popeye's biscuit, Hawaiian fruit punch. Yeah, I don't know if Hawaiian fruit punch like changed their formula or whatever, but I had some recently and that was gross, dude. Maybe I grew up and wasn't a kid anymore, but the Hawaiian punch, it was like grainy. Yeah, like my teeth felt like there was sand on it. But Popeye's biscuits aren't. They're dry, yeah, but you dip it in gravy and mashed potato. Like I just mix it all up on my plate. My plate looks like I ate it with my hands tied behind my back. It's bad. Oh. Oh, yeah, I got fireworks going off in my neighborhood like the last couple weeks. It's kind of annoying. My neighbors 2 doors over. Every year they'll set them off for like 10-15 minutes, like around my kid's bedtime, around 8:30. Kind of a drag. Look at these guys.
Hello. Okay.
Hey, no.
Okay. Weird. I thought I was contributing to the conversation, but apparently I must have gone out for a minute.
Yeah, you did. I thought you just had to go to the bathroom or something.
No.
Oh, yeah, you're there though, or you're here now.
Also, well, it could have been also the headphones that I'm using accidentally went through the wash.
Oh, like they're like earbuds that go in your pocket or something.
I mean they're wired earbuds.
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
They're like the Apple.
Right.
Apple.
They went through the wash.
So. But what I was trying to say was that when you mentioned lemonade,
Mm-hmm.
I not too long ago I saw this video of this it's like Brazilian lemonade,
Mhm.
but it's I wouldn't call it lemonade because you make it out of lime
Oh, interesting.
and yeah. Oh man, it looks so good.
We should ask Mr. Pastor Lucas about that.
Let me here.
Damp cloth works better.
Let me yeah. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Okay.
Um,
Spider host.
I'm not ready yet.
okay, I found it. Let's see.
Righteous. Corey B made that?
I know.
Damp cloth and Hawaiian punch. What does that mean? Like you soak it up and wring it out in your mouth? Go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, headshot. That's the video that I'm sending Vic.
Wow, this guy throwing shade. Oops.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Oh, hey, Chris, did you, I know this is a completely random question, but, did you ever play Subnautica? Can't remember.
Brandon, did you see that other game that got announced at Game Fest that looks like Subnautica? It looks like Subnautica. I'll post the trailer.
Yeah, post the trailer.
Okay, it looks pretty similar.
Okay.
Dang, you wrong, Ryan. It's funny. I like when I leave a receipt in my pocket by mistake, and my wife does the wash, and she finds like after it's been washed, it's like a crumpled up piece of paper. She'll confront me like, "What is this? Is this your girlfriend's number in here?" You know, play. She's joking, of course, but it's funny. It's a funny bit.
Obviously, right?
It's a funny bit.
Totally.
It's a funny bit. I laugh it gets me every time.
Okay, I have I have related to Subnautica. I have the perfect meme for
Perfect. We'll decide that.
for this whole submarine situation.
Oh. Too soon, bro. No, I'm kidding.
I mean,
I'm kidding, Brandon.
It's too good.
I've
dude.
seen so much funny stuff on Reddit, dude. It's
too good. Oh my god, it gets me every time. It's so freaking good.
I've been on Reddit just browsing the comments and stuff. Like, oh wow.
Actually, here I'll also post it on the
You got jokes?
yeah.
Titanic sub sim. Wow. Like, I wonder how long before you see jokes like on Saturday Night Live and things like that, like legitimate, like people like making fun. Like, I wonder if that's gonna be a thing. All the sketch shows or whatever. Brandon, are you there, dude?
What?
Holy, Chris with joke of the year, man. Holy cow. That's good. That is good. Holy cow. Oh.
I mean, it's.
You can't even think of something that you can't even think of a reply. That's pretty good. I'm like tearing up.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh my god.
You guys are funny.
and now Chris is blowing me up.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
Impl- wow, the jokes write themselves. Part.
I think probably my favorite out of the ones that you sent me, Chris, is probably my favorite. The first one. That's he sent me. The first one that he sent me was Mark safe from a dying on a sub lost on the ocean floor because I'm poor.
Jeez.
That's good. I still think the Subnautica meme. I still think the Subnautica meme is
Alexa, play Air Supply. Holy cow.
the best one that I've seen.
I don't think I've ever heard any Air Supply music. It's not like adult contemporary or something.
Oh, so what's been new with you, Vic?
Oh, nothing. My boy's going to summer camp. He's having an amazing time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just doing more cookouts recently.
Okay.
I wouldn't say anything's new. I had a pretty good Father's Day.
Yeah. What'd you guys do?
We just kind of hung out. It was more like it wasn't so much a family weekend. It was more like a me weekend.
Okay.
Which was nice. Because in the past I've had that talk with my wife, like, hey, listen, you think it's cool if I, just to do stuff that I kind of want to do for myself or whatever. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Appreciate that, my brother.
Yeah.
And she kind of took a little offense. This was a couple years ago, and I was like, okay, yeah, if that's how you see it, that's fine. Like, we'll do stuff together and all that. And then this year, she's like, like, yeah, like, she said you can go get a game. I said, okay, cool. I went and got Diablo, and Friday night I played.
Yeah.
Saturday during the day, she gave me a couple hours to play. Same thing on Sunday, yeah, and then Sunday night I played more. Like, and then she took me to my. So, silly thing. I'm a simple dude. I'm a very simple man, Chris or Brandon. Uh, there's been an
All the men here.
you know the A&W, the burger joint. Do you guys have them out there, or are you aware?
I think I was at one back home in Illinois. I think I was at one like once.
Okay. Oh, there was one in
But
Aurora, actually,
um
when you might have been in school there.
no. I remember seeing one in Champaign. Um so I don't it's probably not there anymore though. But it's been a minute.
Okay.
But anyways, continue. You went to
It's all good.
A&W.
Um, yeah, so there's been an A&W under construction for literally like years, like pre-pandemic, like down the street. And I used to eat at
Yeah.
A&W a lot when I worked in Aurora. And it's been
Mhm.
years and years and years since I had it. It's like a memory, and I like the burgers there.
Yeah.
Um, and there's been a one and since I saw like coming soon A&W, I'm like, like some of my vices like pop, sugary drinks, and like fast food burgers. So I saw it was
Mm-hmm.
opening. I'm like, holy cow! Like, yes, this is awesome. And then like it like was never opening. At some point it looked like the project was abandoned. Like all like the fencing looked like it
Mm.
was coming apart. It looked like it had been abandoned. Like I was like, okay, this might be not be happening after all, especially during COVID and stuff. And every time I would drive
Yeah.
by, it looked ratchet. Well,
Yeah.
on like Saturday, the day before Father's Day, um, my wife's like, "Hey, I was like, what are we doing? Do you want me to grill? What are we doing for dinner Father's Day?" And she's like, "Oh, actually, I got a
Hmm.
surprise for you. We're gonna go eat
Okay.
out somewhere." I was like, "Oh, that sounds cool. Nice." and she's like, one more
Yeah.
thing, like, I'm gonna ask that I blindfold you so you don't see where we're going. And I'm like, oh wow, this is pretty fun. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, and then so the day came, and she put a handkerchief, and she drove me there, and it was just open. Like I hadn't driven by it in months. You know, I know it's down the street, but there's a couple side streets you got to turn off of,
Hmm.
and it was just open. I'm like, what? Like when did this open? You know, like so. Like I said, simple
Yeah.
man. I don't need a steak at a fancy steakhouse or.
Sure. Yeah.
And so I was totally blown away by it. It was such a surprise, and I loved it. So I got a double bacon cheeseburger. I finished
Oh.
it. And I've waited a few minutes, and I was like, I want to go get another one. She's like, no, don't. And I'm like, no, I said
My dude.
a single. Like I wanted to get what she got, just a single burger. Um, but she's like, no, because let's go get dessert or something, and let's go get some Dairy Queen or something. I said, okay. But it tasted like good memories, and good. And I got the root beer from the machine with the iced frosted out mug. So yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Sorry, my internet.
You all good?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, internet died.
Oh, so now what? You in your?
No, it's back now.
Oh, okay.
But
So yeah, that's
it sounds like you had a lot of food.
like I said. That's I know it's a problem. I know I have bad portion control issues or whatever. But holy cow! I mean, I ate it up. It was delicious. I want to go back this
Mm.
weekend. The first time I went to Shake Shack, did someone surprise you, Ryan, or how did that go?
You know, I've never actually been to Shake Shack. I know it's basically in that realm of like basically Five Guys, meatheads,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of like expensive burger with a lot of fries,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
kind of joint.
Too much. That's how I remember it. Yeah, we got Shake Shacks out here, but like we also have like Portillos and other like I don't want to be mean or whatever, but just stuff that's probably way better. Because I know
Man, I'm still so pissed that
What?
that I wasn't able to get a chocolate cake shake when I
Oh,
saw you
one of
that
my
night.
favorite desserts. Next time
Man,
we'll go.
that's some BS. Ugh.
Oh, there you go, Chris.
Oh well.
Already didn't take long before we got the negative Shake Shack review.
Mm. Oh well. As they say, it is what
As they say, what?
it is. What it is.
It is what it. Oh, okay. And we went to Portillo's. Yeah, Portillo's. Yeah, that's a legit Chicagoland joint.
What do I want to work on?
Yeah, I hate when that happens. Ryan or Chris, sorry, headshot. Deserve a second chance or whatever.
Hey, me, brother. Um,
Look at this guy. Where's he going?
what
Chump. Well, look at that guy. Yeah.
Dang, Ryan, no remorse.
Yeah. Wow. Savage. He's like that critic from Ratatouille.
I mean, if it was really that bad, I mean, I get it.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's too
get that
bad.
too. You know, if you try multiple times, but
Yeah.
it just don't work out. I mean, hey, if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be, man.
Oh, that's too bad. What kind of Mexican place, Ryan? Is it like a local taqueria? Or is it like something that's famous in the area that deserved your repeat second chance business?
The angel in Arius. I'm sure you've heard the Cathedral of Light babbling about their holy. That's not linger.
Oh, sweet. Oh.
Oh, salsa. Yeah, that's too bad, dude. I like my salsa
Well,
thick. I don't like the watery salsa. I like it very heavy. Like I want those tomato chunks.
I would here's the thing, like
Mm.
I
El Señor.
do like chunky, but like I don't like it when it's like massive, like gigantic chunks. I feel like I'm getting like a huge piece of tomato. Or something
Right,
like
to
that.
an extent.
Like,
To an extent.
right.
Mhm.
Like no, I don't want that. I just
There's a
like,
fine balance.
I want I want something that's not gonna plop off of my chip.
You don't want it to break your chip.
Or that too.
Oh, Ryan. According to Ryan, the best Mexican joint in the town, Nightdale. Yeah. Oh well. Now you can be like that one guy that hates the local joint, like me. The local hot dog joint, Gene and Jude's. I think it's overrated, but I'll get nailed to the wall if I say that in public. Zero taste buds. That's funny.
Hey Ryan, how close? Ryan, how close do you live to Charlotte, North Carolina? Oh, okay. I was there. I was in Charlotte for a family vacation. So, since you mentioned North Carolina, I was like, oh, I was actually just there.
Chris, let me know. Let me know if you need my Blizzard ID or whatever. I don't know. I posted it, I think,
Okay,
but let me know if you need it again.
To enter Kyovasha, you must perform a cleansing.
Yeah. My family rented an Airbnb, and we basically stayed there for about a week. It was a good time. We went to an aquarium, which was actually a lot smaller than we expected. And then we also went to the North Carolina gold mine. That was really cool. And then we also went to a mint museum, and and that had like a whole bunch of art and whatnot, and so that was pretty cool. So, we're more so in the DC, the northern, like the Nova area, the Northern Virginia area. Okay. Yeah. At least more specifically for me, I'm in Woodbridge. Um, yeah. So yeah. If you ever come up by DC, I'd be happy to let me know. Would love to hang out with you. Let's see, McLean. That's more so. That's more so north of me. That's more close. That's like. Actually, here. Hold on. Let me. Let me see here. Hold on. That's like north. That's like northeast. That's more like northwest of where I work. So. So I'm at least from my house. From my house, that's probably about, well, depending on traffic, that's probably about 40, 45. I would say at most an hour. But yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna. Chris, do you want to join the Discord chat if we're gonna play? I'll send you an invite. No pressure if you don't. If you're not able, no big deal. But might be easier for communication. There we
Yay! Chris is gonna join us.
go. Alright, I sent it. I believe it
Hey,
worked.
maybe.
Sorry. Oh man, Brandon's connection keeps dropping out.
Oh. Wait, really?
Oh no, sorry. You were talking and it sounded like it just cut and there was dead silence. You're good. Never mind.
Oh. I blame my headphones.
Oh, okay, he's here.
Oh, does it work?
Yeah, dude, perfect.
I'm not too loud or anything? Background noise?
I don't believe so. No, I don't hear any background noise yet.
Ugh.
Ugh. Yeah, sorry,
Smells
Brandon.
like old man in here now.
Uh-oh.
One of the funniest ongoing jokes is how they make fun of Router's age, but like Ed's older than him. That's pretty funny.
Wait, you're older than Router?
No. In the podcast, Ed is older than
I
Tim,
was
but
gonna
everybody
say, I didn't
makes
think you were.
no, everybody makes Ed or Router to be the old man, but he's not the oldest. That's funny.
They're I'm not that far behind, so
I don't know.
make the jokes too, but
Right.
it kind of hurts.
Yeah, Ryan, Ed is like 45ish, I think. He looks very young.
No, he's over 50.
No.
What?
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, there you
I
go,
remember
Ryan.
him talking about. He talked about his 50th birthday on the podcast, and it was a couple years ago. So he's like 52. He's between 52 and 54. I don't remember exactly.
He looks amazing, yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
Yeah,
I've heard
I
him
wish
talking.
I looked that good.
Right, I've heard him talking before, like he was in college in like the 80s or something, I think. Like,
Yeah. Now wait a minute. You think 45 is old? We gotta back that up a second.
no, I didn't say that or mean that.
Oh, I think I heard that.
Okay, maybe I don't know. I forget.
I guess that makes me the old guy here.
Well, I'm 40.
Like,
Oh,
I don't know how old.
yeah, you're right, Ryan. 45 is the new 35. Let's
Yeah,
make that
bro.
happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it, but
Yeah,
I just
right.
keep telling myself that.
yeah. Keep telling yourself that.
Hey, you want to go on a tour of the Titanic, Brandon?
Yeah, it's never gonna be cheaper than this. It's like plane tickets after 9/11, I guess.
You gotta make sure you buy the round trip tickets. Yeah.
Oh wow, not the one way.
Sorry, was that out loud?
Dang.
That was good.
There's
Oh
been so
man.
many of them today. It's so
Oh,
bad.
totally.
Oh my goodness.
It reminds me of like being in. I'm gonna date myself, but
Hmm.
being in grade school when the Challenger disaster
Oh,
happened.
I don't remember that happening as a kid. I learned about that later in life. I don't. I think I was just oblivious as a kid.
I think that was the first like really memorable one that I know
Disaster.
of, and like it was the same thing. Like the jokes were just
Oh wow.
all over that week, and it was like, come on, really?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the first like jokes that were around the elementary school that were like that kids were just kids being kids. I can't think. I know there was a lot of like Lorena Bobbitt jokes at the time, like when that thing happened, but
Oh gosh, yeah.
yeah, I remember all that. I remember kids not telling me not
There
to
was
fart on
always.
Earth Day. I remember
I
that.
never heard that one.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah.
There was always the
Apologies.
I don't know what the correct way to say it is,
Hmm.
but like the 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 group jokes, whether it be the Polish jokes or the
Oh,
blonde
sure.
jokes
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the other stuff that everybody
Hmm.
would tell in grade school.
The dead baby jokes.
I never thought dead baby jokes were
I
funny.
have a hooker that came out totally wrong.
I was
I have a
about to say, I was like,
supervisor. I have a supervisor who's into dead hooker jokes, and I don't understand the fascination.
I was about to say, you have a hooker.
No, 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 no. I'm good.
Oh dear.
All right, I'm gonna go. Look, we have.
Oh, so you have two characters. This is your second character.
Yeah, cause my other guy, I'm playing with my buddy that I started with like last Friday or whatever, last week. So for this one, and
I see. So you guys are keeping that one together.
we're trying to at least. Um, that's a berserker, which is really cool. I love tank characters in action games or whatever. So naturally, I wanted to go with something more swifty. Ergo, I picked the rogue.
Oh, sweet. How do you
Yeah.
like the rogue so far? I want to
Really
try it.
cool, really cool. It's gonna be really cool once I unlock like the trap skills. I was listening to a podcast and she had a rogue and she's like, yeah, I'm just like laying traps because when you lay the trap, you kind of like dart back, like it's like a back dash, and as you back dash, you lay the trap, so it's like unlocking an extra dash that's obviously does damage or whatever. So that sounds cool, and I like the range and the like I said the swiftiness, the stick and move kind of style.
Float like a butterfly.
Yeah, float like a Cadillac.
I
Swifty.
just skipped a couple of his. That's awesome.
She was
I
just
just
here
skipped a
last week.
couple of dialogue options. It didn't mess up yours, did it?
No, it does not. It did not.
Okay.
I received a report of a potential demon.
Yeah, I already done all this, so I'm just plowing through, trying to get to the gravy.
Nothing yet.
Still trying to finish the campaign. It's such a
I know.
such a slog.
I'm just trying to beeline the campaign because once you finish it, like that's it. Like then you can create characters and just play. You know what I mean? Without going
I
through
think
all
you
that.
can also skip the story
Yeah.
once you hit,
Yeah, that's what I've heard as well.
which would be great.
Yeah, it just throws you in the world basically.
I forget what level I'm at. I think I'm at 43.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, that's what I see.
And I'm in like Act 3, I think. I think I'm nearing the end of Act 3.
Okay. We're still in Act 1. My wife almost went, yeah.
It's a bit of a grind. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
I'm just trying to focus, like I said, like, because the side content isn't the most important. From what I've seen, I've watched a few videos and read articles, and there's recommendations for, like, activities you should prioritize, activities you should not really care about. And, one of the things I recommend doing is with at least your first character or one of your characters is finding all the altars of Lilith in the world, because
Yeah,
they're not, like,
I
shared. Like,
did see that.
yeah, like, let's say you unlock all the ones in one area but not the other, it doesn't really carry over. So you kind of have to find them all with one with one character. Um, at least getting to, like, level 2 renown in certain areas, because then everybody will share. Will get the rewards. Like right now, this character started with 5 potions and not the 4 because my other guy unlocked the renown. So
Oh, so you already get them? That's nice.
yes, exactly. So that's shared. Oh, you can cross this. Okay, yeah. So that's shared. Hold on, I'm gonna bring up the. I'm gonna make a pin so I can waypoint us. Yeah, so that's a really cool thing, that most of your progress is tracked across your account. That's super satisfying.
I'd be curious to see what they do with the first season.
Mm-hmm. Coming in July-ish,
I've
I
been
think.
reading a bunch of stuff. I believe so, yeah, next month. I saw a bunch of articles going up online where they were like, oh, people
Oops.
didn't realize that you had to start a fresh character.
For the new season?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, I saw. Do you know? Can you embellish on that? Do you know anything more beyond that?
So, I don't know how they're going to do it with this one. I played a ton of Diablo 3. And what's interesting is the fact that they switched to a more Borderlands style scaling system. Because in
Mm-hmm.
3, you could completely power level someone. So let's say the season started on typically it starts on a Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
And if you couldn't make it for that weekend or whatever, and your buddies played, you
Mm-hmm.
could jump in with them on, let's say, like a Tuesday night, and they'll all be max level. You're just getting started. And boom, they just power level you right through. They bring you into like high level dungeons, and within an hour, you're max level and you're off and running.
And it was by design. It's not
But
like a little weird hack you had to do.
yeah, no hacks. That was
Gotcha.
so so like when Diablo first launched,
Mm-hmm.
3, you really only had the story, and then you could teleport to the waypoints, and it was. I didn't play a lot then. I
Mm-hmm.
played more after the first expansion launched, because after the expansion, they introduced this like adventure mode thing where you didn't have to play the story. You could just do quests, do bosses, teleport around the map, grind dungeons, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, that's really when it opened up and made the grind a lot easier,
A lot
so
more
to
fun.
speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't replaying the same content. You could do it however you wanted. And of course, there were some dungeons that were better for XP than others. But
Sure.
yeah, there were no glitches. Like, you could just play together where, like right now, let's say I'm 43 and you're 6.
Yeah.
So
Scaled.
in Diablo 3, if you had entered my game, you'd be 43 in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Because we'd be facing level 43 enemies, and you'd be getting level 43 enemy XP to boost you all the way through.
Sure.
So yeah, but to answer your original question, each season will have like a theme.
Yeah.
Where they'll change something or some kind of hook or some kind of gameplay element that's not in the main game, but it's only available for that season. And it kind of changes how you spec your characters, what you're grinding for. But everybody at the beginning of the season starts with a fresh level 0 character. And then each season you
kind of
start the same way, new character.
so, so it's not to say mandatory in a bad way, but so that so you start the season, it's like, okay, you have to pick a level 0 character. You can't just start off with your usual guys that you've been playing.
Yep, nothing carries over.
Wow.
None of your shared stash will carry over. I
Interesting.
think they'll let you keep the renown unlocks, like
Sure.
your altars and your extra potions, stuff
That's
like that.
yeah. That sounds like.
But in terms of
uh,
gear, it's all fresh.
wow.
And then, so the
Interesting.
cool thing is, once the season is over, all of that stuff is now yours for all of your characters.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So, like, anything you got during the season, you get to keep, and any of your characters can have it available for them. So then it will go into your shared stash when the season's over. But for that particular season, like if there's a let's say you're working towards a particular build. Let's say you max out your rogue, okay, and you find gear that works towards your specific build for your rogue, and you really enjoy it, that kind of thing. Well, if you decide to play a rogue during the season, you got to find all that gear all over again.
Right.
The way it worked in 3, like, I don't know, man, adventure mode was so much fun. Like, I never got tired of the grind. I would bow out of seasons. Like, there
Sure.
were some seasons where I would just be like, I'd take a break, I'd be playing other stuff, but I'd always come back. And I don't know how they're going to tackle that with the level scaling this time around. Like, that's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, it is. I'd say so.
That was the cool part about playing with randoms, is that, I could find a couple people online that didn't mind carrying me, because I was always the one that was behind. And, I could jump a whole bunch of levels. I don't know if you're familiar with the Paragon system.
Not at all.
It's kind of like the BA system in Borderlands. Like, once you hit max level, you gain Paragon levels after that. So you could be like Paragon 100 or whatever.
Okay.
And then you get more skill points. But they're not part of your main skill tree. I think there's a separate Paragon skill tree. They give you like minor boosts. It's not anything that's going to break the game or make you overpowered, but it is a nice little, touch for continuing to play and level up. A little bit of a boost. But yeah, there's times where I found general parties, just random people online, jump in and do some grinding with them, and then they're like, hey, do you mind if I up the difficulty? Yeah, no, you're going to carry me, so it's on you, whatever you want to do.
You're the one doing the heavy
And
lifting.
you gain, and then you gain like 50, 100, 150 Paragon levels in one evening.
Shoot.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awesome. So I don't know, I don't know how that's going to work in this. It kind of feels like they're leaving some of that stuff on the table.
Sure.
So we'll see. Or maybe they've got it worked out and they're going to make up for it in a different way. I don't know.
Perhaps. Go through the mountain. How many characters you got, Chris?
I'm still only doing the one, believe
Okay.
it or not. I want to get this one through the campaign, and then we'll see.
Right on.
I've been toying around with the idea of doing a druid or a rogue.
Okay. My buddy's playing a druid on his other playthrough that we're doing. It looks a bit boring in my opinion. Not boring. I don't want to say boring. It looks cool, but there's other ones I think I'd rather do first. Put it that way.
I know exactly what you mean. When they did the server slam, I played druid,
Server slam.
and I was like, I'm just not really feeling it.
Gotcha.
Well, it was kind of like the beta test portion.
Yeah. That's a funny name. I like that. As far as you know, Chris,
What was it? Was it Mother's Day weekend? I think they did.
Was
that?
it? I have no idea. I was playing Zelda that weekend. That's what.
Oh, okay.
That was the weekend Zelda came out. I remember Mother's Day weekend. Chris, is there any way that you know of to ping in this game? I don't think I've seen that. I'm just curious. Like to ping a chest or whatever.
All right, peace out, Ryan.
I think.
Oh, Ryan,
have a good night, Ryan.
Sorry, Chris. Ryan, have a good night, dude. Thank you so much for checking it out. Thank you for hanging. Love the conversation as
Did
usual.
You see that?
bring in the love. No, I don't. I don't know what you did.
There you go. Check the map. Does that show up for you?
Oh, I see
I
the pin.
think you have to do it on the map.
It's a pin, yeah. Okay.
I think if you bring up the map, and I forget what the
Okay.
button is on controller,
Sure.
I'll get rid of that one.
That's fine. I'm just saying because like it's if I find a chest in a room in a dungeon, and if I could just go like set a ping for it. Pin will do, I suppose.
Yeah. I also see like if you open a chest, loot drops, so I'll see it on the ground if I pass it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you working tonight, Chris?
I am. I'm doing a 24.
Oh.
What are you playing on the Steam Deck?
Because I know you.
No, I'm actually on my laptop.
Oh, cool. All right.
Yeah, I know you mentioned that you had swapped with someone. That's why you couldn't be there for Turnpike. So.
That kind of fell apart. Did anybody come on?
No. No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. Because Guido couldn't make it. Neebs was working, or he was out.
I felt bad for that Eric guy. He seemed really bummed.
You mean F?
Oh, Prime.
Is it? I don't know. I just see his name's stupidly Eric or Epic. Oh, is it Epic, not Eric?
Yeah,
Epic,
it's stupidly epic.
Oh, my brain reads Eric. Never mind.
I don't even know what his name is. I don't think he mentioned it. We just call him Prime.
Oh, Prime. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks
He
for letting me
doesn't-
know.
His
Okay.
is that his Twitch handle? Is Prime? I'm drawing a blank.
I think no, on his Twitch handle, what is his profile?
Maybe it's just Discord.
Here, I'm checking.
I know
Chris.
the Prime comes from his name somewhere.
Yeah.
What time zone you in, Chris? Curiosity.
Eastern.
Just wondering.
East Coast, Beast Coast, let's go.
I don't know about that.
I'm gonna take a bathroom break in a moment here.
Oh, okay.
This will be a distant point. I'll be right back.
So he goes by Prime on Discord. Actually, it's on Discord. It's Prime, and then in parentheses, it's stupidly epic. So.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then let me see here.
I think I saw Dave was actually. Now I don't know if he was just teasing us, saying he was going to be on, but he was kind of like in the Discord. He was like, "Oh man, nobody's going to play tonight." I was like, "Wait a minute. Doesn't Dave always like, come on guys," and then never shows?
Dave is always like, "Oh yeah." Dave is always like, "Oh yeah, I can play," and then never shows up.
Right. He's like the hype man, and he never follows through.
Yeah. Like, what the heck, man? So, and then, I thought of popping up, but like there was no one there, so I was like, all right, I'll just do Monster Hunter. All right, whatever.
Still playing Monster Hunter? That's impressive.
Oh well, yeah, they released their final update. I wanted to say about 2 weeks ago, with their final monster.
Final as in there's not going to be any?
Final. It's the final update for Rise. So it's the So it's in essence it's a beefed up version of Malzeno, the flagship monster.
Yeah, now they glow Now they glow fuchsia instead of the other ones that glow pink.
Well, no, it's hilarious because it's like when you get to a certain point in the fight, Malzeno will, basically he'll turn like black. Like he goes from white and he's mainly like white, but then also when he gets enraged, he kind of looks like the regular Malzeno, just with a little bit of red, but then later on in the fight he goes to like black and red. So, but yeah, but oh my gosh, dude, he hits like a friggin' truck.
Oh, of course. Vic's not a Monster Hunter guy, right?
I played
I think so.
I played Monster Hunter World on PlayStation 4 when it came out
Oh, okay.
for a few months. Yeah, that was really fun. I never did any of the
Okay.
grinding or what do you call those other monsters when they take the other crazier form? Like when they're like they're like more the same monsters you fought before, but they're like more elite.
The
I forgot what
subspecies. Yeah,
I forgot what you call it, but like I had a friend
like
who
the variants of them.
right, yeah, like I never went that far with it.
Okay,
The
that's
friend
understandable.
my friend Anthony's gonna join. Chris, I'm gonna back out of this character, and you can join. You can rejoin me because I think when I leave to switch characters, I'll probably lose you. Right.
Oh, okay.
So we're gonna go on our other playthrough, which is further than this one. We're in the middle of Act 2 or Act 1, I want to say.
Is that gonna change
cool.
his cortisol or no?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was
Cortisol?
No. Yeah, we'll stay on here. We'll stay on the chat though, at least. So
Discord.
let's see here.
I misheard that. Sorry.
Right.
I thought you asked if he was going to change to cortisol, and I was like, what? Steroids?
Yes.
Yes.
Listen, it's been a week. Don't mind me.
Yo, I feel like this week has like gone by so quickly. Like, I was just thinking, like, man, today is it like I feel like I blinked and it's Thursday now.
And yet, not quick enough.
Also true.
It's been a feast this week.
Yeah, how's work been going?
That's not the stressful part this week, thankfully, so far, but
Oh, that's good.
just crazy stuff. Oh, we'll have to. I don't want to put it in stream.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right, that's fine.
That's an off stream conversation, but it's been interesting.
Is it I want to pry just a little bit. Is it a family matter?
Sort of.
Okay.
Sort of. It yeah. You could say that's involved.
Okay.
I don't remember what you've heard about some of the recent
Yo,
going
I feel like
on.
I feel like it's been a minute since we've like talked. So
Yeah,
you
I
might
don't
have,
remember how out of the loop you are.
yeah, you might need to refresh my memory when we do talk.
Anything about the phone company? Did you get any of that information?
The phone company? I don't think so. But again, as you said, we can definitely talk about this off screen.
Yeah, it's oh, sorry, not to hijack Vic's chat.
That's fine. I'm trying to get my buddy to join the Discord here.
Oh,
All right. So I'm in Kivashad or whatever. All right.
challenge it.
All right. So what's next? Oh, I think the world tiers 2. I got to change it back to 1.
Oh, okay. I can do either, whichever you guys are good with.
Yeah, you know, I had a realization the other day that the videos were right that we should just do 1 just to get through the story and then worry about.
I hit a point. I don't remember if it was the end of Act 1
Mhm.
or if it was during Act 2, where I was just getting stumped.
Mhm.
And that's exactly what I did. I was like, I'm just going to stay on 1,
Mhm.
and we'll play with the difficulty after I hit max level, because this just isn't worth the frustration.
We're not having a hard time. We're actually going through it pretty good, but we'd get through it a lot. We're definitely having those like 5-minute boss battles or whatever. Like we'd definitely just get it through it. We'll definitely just get through it a lot faster if we just kept it simple.
You will have a hard time.
All
There's some bosses, dude.
right, we're
Oh
1.
my goodness. There are some bosses. And then the other problem I had was I'll be at different stations when I jump in sometimes,
Uh-huh.
and the Wi-Fi just drops.
Oh
So
shoot.
if you're in the middle of something and then the Wi-Fi drops out, you got to start over. And there was
Oh
one
boy.
particular boss battle that happened with, and I was like, I'm done.
Impressive.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
Oh, you had to start the whole section. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything,
Right.
Sure.
but there were other circumstances that made it challenging. Like there was a challenging section where there's other stuff going on and you're going towards a boss battle, and like, oh, dude, it's just 4 or 5 times I tried it, and I was like, I'm done. I got to put it down for tonight. Come back when I can hardline connect and not disconnect again.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I hear that.
Well, I should have used different armor. Oops.
Monster Hunter?
Yep.
I give you credit. I don't know how you stuck through with it.
I think part of the thing is that like I'm not really trying to like get into like another like new big game, because again, still gotta pass my LCSW exam, so there's that.
Do you know when that's going to be? Do you have a time frame yet?
Well, at this point I need to schedule I need to schedule my next appointment for it.
Okay.
So, but it'll. I'm thinking like the first. I mean, if they have availability, I'm thinking first weekends in well, either last week in August or first week in September.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah, because for one thing, I want to try to get my house in order. So we're still working on that.
How's
And
that coming?
it's a slow process. There's
It's a lifelong process.
Yeah.
yep.
You'll never be
don't say,
you'll never be moved in.
right? Yeah.
Sorry, Chris.
So
Join my new game. I bounced back.
Oh, okay. No
Yeah.
problem.
we're
Mhm.
trying to for one of our rooms, we're trying to figure out what we want to do with it. And so, and actually, my wife's mom, she's gonna come down and help out with like kind of sorting, but then also like kind of like planning and whatnot. So she'll be a big help for that.
Yeah, cause like
Oh, okay.
working full time and then also trying to get your place set up. That's tired. That's
Yeah.
that's kind of stressful.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it well, and her and her family has moved. I want to say about about 5 to 6 times.
Kind of efficient.
So my mother-in-law is really good about like basically putting together a home. That way, it's cohesive. I mean, it's not going to be Pinterest level, right? But
It's not going to be like on one of those design shows. Come on, man.
yeah, but like it's definitely gonna flow. It'll flow together. So, which
Make
I'm
sure
like,
that your feng shui is in order.
yeah, yeah, like my wife will talk about she'll talk about oh the whole the flow of the feel
The energy.
the comfort of the energy all that kind of stuff. I'm like, this room looks like a room.
Right.
There's two things that I will never understand.
Yeah.
One of them is that
Yes.
because I
Yeah.
conceptually I try and get there, but I'm still like there's a gap in my understanding.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
And the other one, and my wife teases me incessantly, but like I'm not colorblind or anything, but when you start looking at those paint swatches, she will get like so deep in the weeds with different shades. I'm like, what about this one? What about that one?
Yeah.
That's blue and that's blue.
Yeah.
I don't know. Which blue do you like better? No, this one highlights more yellow tones and this one has more blue-gray. Sure it does. Which one do you prefer? Well, you need to pick. No, I'm not stepping on that bear trap.
Yeah. So I'm glad that my wife is much more attuned to that because I clearly am not. So
Vic, I gotta ask, how long have you been married?
23. No, what am I talking about? It's 2023.
Oh.
No. 13 years. 2010.
Oh, okay. Okay, I mean that's a significant amount of time. Okay, so you'll probably have an answer to this. I don't know if Brandon does yet or not. Here's another one for you. Does she just like rearrange stuff and move stuff to new locations without telling you?
Yeah.
That drives us nuts. Like me and the kids will both be like,
Yeah.
"Why would she do that?"
Yeah, you'll reach for the spare like whatever and it's not.
It's not to that point, but it's like, but it's still like, oh, let's try moving XYZ furniture to another place, and I'm just like,
See, that's
oh no,
the
not that
first
extreme.
boss level.
Yeah, right.
That's funny.
You haven't reached the next phase yet, because the next phase is they don't even ask, they just do it, and then all of a sudden the pot lids have been in the same drawer for the last 5 to 6 years, and all of a sudden you have to cover a sauce pot, and you're like, where did they all go?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But even the coloring thing, like the house we moved into, 2 of the bedrooms were like little girl rooms. One was purple, one was pink. So we had to paint over them, like for now or for the time being, we just wanted a white paint to go over it with. It took us a couple hours just to pick out white paint because there was different.
There's no such thing as white.
Right,
paint.
eggshell. We picked the one we ended up with was called Shark, I think. Like it was like a grayish white. But man, just to pick out like white paint, I thought would be in and out. One does not simply.
We've had some stuff happen at home, and we've had to replace a couple things, and like some of it was unplanned, some of it was planned. But anyway, so she's realized that we want to do our kitchen, but it's just not in the cards.
Sure.
Can't afford it right now to do
Yeah.
it the way that we would like to.
Your ideal vision.
So
Yeah.
she's realized that you can paint over your cabinets.
Oh,
You
what?
can actually prime and paint your kitchen cabinets.
Hmm.
And it looks nice. She did a couple of them. Looks really nice.
Hmm.
But
Oh, nice.
same thing. Picking out the color for that, it was a gray that she wanted, and she had these color swatches. She's like, "Which one do you like?" I'm like, "I don't know, gray or gray." Like, no, this one's got more green. That one's got more blue. Can't you see that? I'm like, no, I
An-
really can't.
Another,
I'm sorry.
something else I don't understand is like how a color or paint can make a room look smaller, and therefore you shouldn't do it. I mean, it doesn't it doesn't shrink the room. I don't care how it looks.
Yes.
The room's still the same size, so
I don't.
You know?
It just
Is
doesn't.
it like darker colors do that?
I
And
think so,
the
yeah, like-
brighter colors.
right. The brighter colors make it look bigger.
It's sad that I know that. Feed it into me.
You've been institutionalized.
Oh, tell me about it. You're not wrong.
Hold on, I'm gonna assign a skill point.
Okay. I'll get rid of those two so they
Yeah,
don't
go ahead and clear the room.
plink away at us. Oh, get out of here. There it goes. That's what I like about the sorcerer, just doing that ranged build where you just unload.
Ooh, okay.
I didn't do it.
No, you're good. Looking at
Did
the
your
guilds here.
Palicos find something good?
Well, so at this point right now, I'm just
Can't
trying to put together guilds for all 22 of my different armor sets.
Oh my goodness, dude.
The worst, I think, really the worst part about, I feel like just this Monster Hunter is how many freaking levels to upgrade your armor is absolutely asinine. It's
And it's like not even a live
That
service
bad,
game,
huh?
you know? It's like a regular
Like-
game. Like, why did they do that?
Yeah, they don't. They do regular updates, but there's no seasons or anything.
Right, you think
They're very cool about updating it. Like it's awesome to see them support it like that for free.
it has like the trappings of a free. That's like a free to play game, like grindage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and they've done, I mean, they did this with Iceborne, where it's like yes, you have to pay for Iceborne,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Yeah.
like another, it's like another, $30-40.
Expansions.
But they still, they still put in more, like even more stuff after the release. So, gosh, I think they were supporting it for like a year to 2 years or something like that.
Appreciate the value. Yeah, definitely.
And
Yeah.
it's nice when you got like a developer like Capcom. Like, holy cow, they're like on fire like Nintendo or something. Like when it comes to the games they're putting out, dude, like Street Fighter, Resident Evil, Monster Hunter. Like,
This year they're on fire. Like
even going back to like I think Monster Hunter World is what started like their just like rebirth of titles and the
Yeah.
quality of it, you know.
yeah.
What gets me with Monster Hunter, and I've had this conversation. Brandon's probably sick of hearing me say it, but like the grind, I don't mind games that make you grind. Like Diablo 3 was nothing but a grind, but
Yeah.
they managed to streamline that grind in a really good way to where the grinding was kind of like quick. You didn't get what you needed from that run, you could do another one and just keep going, and it was, I don't know, streamlined is the best word I could think of. Monster
Sure.
Hunter, it takes you've got to redo your gear for each thing that you're gonna do, and then you've got to load in, and then you've got to go find the thing, and then you've got to fight it, and it's like a 45-minute process for a lot of it. It's like, dude, no. That's not it. And then after all that, if you don't get the materials you need, oh, guess what? Do it again.
Yeah. That's when I stopped. When
It's
it became that, when you had to like farm monsters and all that.
I mean, I will definitely say that that's very, very exaggerated, but but Chris, what you're saying is true though.
How many
it's more.
times did we try and farm that? What was the name of that thing that kept killing us? That gorilla thing. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I
Gorilla
can tell
thing.
by the laugh.
Oh, Furious Rajang, yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
Rajang. I couldn't think of the name of it.
Which reminds me,
Oh.
I still need a Rajang heart. Oh.
I gotta find that clip and send it to Vic of that thing. Like, it
Do
literally
it.
just like annihilated my health bar in like 3 hits, and I
Yeah.
saved the clip on the Nintendo. I was just like, this is nuts. Stunned me after the first one. You can't move, so you can't get out of the way. Nails you with the next one, stuns you again, and then just like pounded me into the ground. And I'm like,
Yeah, Rajang has historically been just freaking brutal. I mean,
and I can't remember what build I was going for, but I needed the parts from him.
yeah, you were trying to
Get
do
that.
that like that immortal build where you're like always healing yourself or something like that.
Immortal.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely was not.
Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing about that too is like other games, it seems like if you look up builds, like I hate to keep using Diablo, but we're playing it right now. Like
On the
I can't
brain.
think of another game where you can farm bosses. But like when you look up builds, there's usually a clear path to get there. And with Monster Hunter, I mean, I don't know, unless you're up on everything and you've been staying and farming everything, it seems like there's less of a clear path because like you may need this one particular piece of armor, but then there's 3 different monsters you have to farm to get it because it's an end game piece and it doesn't just use the parts from one beast. And then
Oh
you need
yeah.
these specific gems in it, and to get the gems you got to farm 3 other beasts.
Yeah.
But you actually need 4 different gems with 3 beasts per gem. So like trying to put together a build is just like, where do you even start?
So and just taking the final armor. Well, it's primordial Malzeno, and so yeah, you need a cloudy moon shard, which comes from a lucent Nargacuga, and these are the shiny drops.
Which I'm just hearing this.
You need a Velcana crystal, which is from Velcana. You need a primordial bloodstone, which is from primordial Malzeno. You need a flaming Espinos mantle, which is from flaming Espinos. That was probably the worst one that I needed to get. Oh.
Okay,
What?
so you say that I was exaggerating, but at the same time, you can acknowledge that each one of these creature encounters is a 20 to 30 minute ordeal.
No, it's not like in one.
He's backpedaling.
No, it's not. It's not. It's more because like for me trying to do a flaming Espinos run, granted I actually beat it and survived. That'll probably take about maybe 15, 20 minutes. So they give
20 minutes.
give you 50, but
If you survive.
but the thing but again but yes, I do hear what you're saying though, is that like yes, I'm not I mean, especially with these shiny drops that you have to get. I'm probably gonna be spending 30 minutes to an hour to even longer, because it's a freaking shiny drop.
I think a portion of it too is definitely me. Like I can't deny that. Like I'm the type of person where, like I said, I'm gonna look up the build, You know, I'm gonna
Mhm.
see.
You're gonna min max.
I'm gonna see what I want and what are the steps I got to take to get there. Whereas I think a lot of people that play Monster Hunter don't care. Like they're just not that they don't care, but they're just happy to farm. You
They're
know,
happy to
okay, what am I
engage
gonna mess
and
with tonight?
play. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Mhm.
And if you play that way, then you probably earn more materials than you even need. But I'm not that
Oh
kind of person. I'm like a give me the straight line to where I need to be, and let's do that.
yeah. 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 Well,
Or
and I think
or like with a game like Diablo, where in 3, you know, if you wanted to like if you're missing, I don't know, let's say you're missing 3 pieces of your set, your armor set. Well, the path is pretty clear. You just go do rifts, which are like the challenge dungeons. And maybe you get the pieces, maybe you don't. Each one could take, depending on the difficulty you have it set at, 5 to 10 minutes. So you run through, you scan your gear. Did you get it? Did you not get it? What changes do you need to make? And bang, you're right back in the machine again. And it's a very quick process. So it's not like I'm farming a specific boss to get those pieces, but like you just run those dungeons until you get the pieces you want, and then up the difficulty and do it again, which is really not anything different from what Monster Hunter's doing.
Yeah.
It's just a different process.
Yeah, it's just a different process to a similar goal. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I'd be curious to see what they do with the next one.
For Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you said that they're nearing the end of their updates, they got to be working on it.
I mean, yeah,
You would think, yeah.
they gotta be working on something else.
It's going to be a few years out. I don't think
Early,
we're gonna see it.
early development stages, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, though, did you guys like anything in the Nintendo Direct? Did anything jump out?
Mario RPG remake.
Yes.
Did you play? You guys play
I
original?
never played it.
Oh.
I watched Game Grumps play through that and really enjoyed it.
It's
and
fun.
Would love to. I'd love to play through it.
It's the first RPG
I heard
game
it was hard.
I ever played. Like a lot of turn-based RPGs, I think there were some battles that would go on for a while.
Yeah.
You know, where you'd have to be healing up half your time instead of like attacking to prolong the battle. But I mean, I was like, I don't know, 10, 12 when I played it, and I beat it, so can't be that difficult, I guess, especially for my first RPG, like I said. But oh, that looks
Flex in here, okay.
it looks so good. What was that, dude?
I said you're flexing here.
Oh no,
dude!
dude!
Man, you know.
I don't know how hard it is now as an adult, but if I beat it as a kid, I mean, it couldn't be that bad. Like, but it was super fun. Like the character, I'm surprised the characters that were in that game like didn't make any more appearances. Like the party you're with, like the Mallow and Gino. I'm surprised they didn't.
Mallow, Gino.
Yeah. Also, Mario Wonder looks pretty cool. That looks cool.
Yeah.
That was a surprise. Yeah.
For sure, for sure. I kind of wish they'd go a little different direction with the art style because it's kind of still very similar to the traditional, like back to New Super Mario Brothers, which was on the Wii. How long ago? Like they're still doing that same. This one has more flair and different mechanics.
Yeah,
looks like with the flowers, but still it looks pretty similar, and that's fine. But I would have liked something a little different.
Yeah.
So, but who knows? It's probably very cheap and cost efficient to, keep it the way it is. Instead of drastically changing it.
Yeah. That
But
makes sense.
But yeah, definitely, it looks very sweet. I'm gonna play it. It comes out close to my kid's birthday, so
Nice.
yeah. I know he's gonna be. I didn't say anything to him or anything because he thinks he could play it right now. Probably he'll want to play it now. So
How old is he?
he's 5.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a fun age.
Oh, totally. Right now he likes playing Mario 3D World, the one with the cats. He likes that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he likes that one a lot. He loves Mario
Say this
games.
when my kids still liked me.
So that'll be the game I
Oh.
play with him. So those two. I want to say that there's a third one I can't think of. Oh yeah, Persona 5 Tactics. That looks all right. I've never played a tactics game. I know like almost every Japanese franchise has like a tactics game. But I never played one. Like Final Fantasy Tactics.
I'm not a big turn-based guy.
I like turn-based. Like it. I prefer action RPG.
You can see how it has its
Mhm.
advantages.
I like how you could
But
just
I-
stop and think and study before you go. You know, I like that part.
Yeah.
Cause I'm
I
better.
used to be into like the XCOM style games.
Oh, I tried. I don't like that stuff. It drives me
Oh.
nuts when I have a 80% shot and don't hit it. I
Yeah.
go nuts, dude. Which
Yeah.
happens a lot.
I can understand
Way
that.
more than it should. The only one I played is XCOM 2, Enemy Unknown. And once I got
Okay.
there, I was like, okay, if this is what this genre is, I'm
That
good.
was a tough one. Yeah.
Even though I've heard awesome things about Mario 2,
Yeah.
if I were to do any
I
kind
don't
of
know.
turn-based strategy or whatever, it would be that. Just because of
That was interesting.
the Mario factor and that.
I played the original. So, the original XCOM
Mhm.
game, way back in like the 90s on PC. Unreal, dude. Just
Good stuff.
unreal. So much strategy and different
Sure.
things that you could do. They definitely streamlined it when Firaxis made the new ones for consoles. And
Mhm.
not in a bad way. I don't mean it as a criticism,
Mhm.
but there was definitely a level of depth that was kind of lost.
Gotcha. And that's when I played it. I think it was a PS
This-
Plus game on PS4 a few years ago.
Yeah.
That's how I played it.
The second, there was a sequel to the original one, and that one was just brutal. Like I just tapped out and gave up because it was just too much.
Very punishing.
The beginning was too difficult for you to even get your footing,
Oh wow.
and I was like, "Yeah, I'm out." But that first one was amazing. There was also a I don't know if you guys ever saw much of the like X-wing TIE fighter flight games.
I've only seen footage. Those were like PC, PlayStation games, right there, right?
Yeah, there was one on console recently. Was it
Oh,
Squadrons?
yeah, that's right. I never played that. Even though it was
I
on,
played some of it. It was good.
I think it's a PlayStation Plus game.
There was an XCOM game called Interceptor way back, like I said, back then. And it was the same style game. Like you had a space station that you upgraded and did your research at instead of your Earth base.
Sure.
And then all the missions were done in that style of flight combat. So you'd go out and do some dogfights with the aliens, and then whatever ships you managed to take down, you harvest technology from.
Gotcha.
Progress.
For your research and
That
whatnot.
was a fun game. Yeah. Something about dogfighting, just it's fantastic.
Yeah, I think the only game with that kind of gameplay I played is like Star Fox 64.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I loved it. I remember playing that summer vacation back in like 98 or something, That's what I did that summer vacation, is just Star Fox. Because you could beat it in like 2 hours or less, I think. It was a short game, but...
Yeah. It's, yeah.
but you got that score at
remember,
the end, yeah.
Yeah. I remember, like, way back when
Mm-hmm.
as a kid I could never get past the second level, but then um, I got it on Wii um, later on, and like I beat it in 2 hours. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah,
It took me that long. Oh, yeah.
and I like that there was like
See
multiple.
that when you go back to something and you're like, this isn't as hard as I remember.
Yes.
Did either of you play Starlink on
No,
Switch?
no.
Starlink? I don't think I know Starlink.
Star Fox 64 is the last
Um,
Star Fox game I've played. I know they've made a few more, but they weren't exactly
oh, okay.
that piloting R-wing formula.
Starlink was at Ubisoft, and the Switch version had Star Fox characters and levels in it.
Hmm. I'm not really.
I
into
really liked it. It took a lot of flack. It was the one that came out where it was probably like the last Toys to Life game, where like you could actually go out and get the characters and all that stuff and the ships. But it was better if you just bought the digital, all-inclusive edition
Hmm.
and didn't worry about finding the physical stuff. Because you could just buy the digital deluxe version on the eShop, and it came with everything. But it was good. I don't think it deserved to get dumped on as much as it did.
Was it like an adventure game, like third person or something? Because you weren't in the piloting the ship, were you?
Oh yeah. The whole game was in the ship. You picked
Oh,
your
what?
pilot, and you could get different ships. And then
Oh,
so they
the
did it.
the Toys to Life, weren't they like bigger than amiibos or something? Weren't they like kind of big models or whatever?
The ships were the ships were a little bigger than amiibos. The weapons actually you could also get, and if you pulled the cannon off your ship, you could put a different one on and it would
Right.
recognize it in game.
This is coming back to me now.
Which I didn't really care about all that. Like I did the digital.
Sure.
But you could go in there in the menus and you could swap out your weapons and
Mm-hmm.
of course, it was that whole rock paper scissors, certain weapons for certain enemies type thing.
Gotcha.
There was a lot of like exploration, but it played like a Star Fox game.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I thought it was great.
And I think the reason that they kind of failed lately is why Nintendo like hasn't gone back to that. Like they feel discouraged or something, but
I think it
Man,
would do well.
I just want
probably
me
could.
some Metroid Prime 4, man. Like,
Is it ever gonna happen? Like, come on, six
like,
years already.
yeah. Like, and especially after Metroid Dread.
I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be back.
It's kind of annoying when they released remastered because it was like, really, guys? So you're not
Yeah.
going to do a collection, you're going to do these piecemeal, which just makes it feel like 4 is that much further away.
Yeah.
Like, I'll just play the ones that I have on my Steam Deck. Thank you very much.
Yeah. And that's and like it's hard for me to justify getting buying a remaster because especially Prime 1 because I know that game like the back of my hand, like because I played through it so many singing times, like it's, I mean, don't get me wrong, the remaster it's really pretty, but like I'm just like, look, the gameplay, there's no change, so like
Right, that's kind of all they did was they just,
they just
they
made
prettied it up.
Yeah, they prettied it up, and don't get me wrong, like gameplay is chef's kiss. Like there is nothing that I would change. Like it's it's perfect gameplay. I mean, that's all I really have to say. But like, but like, but like I'd rather, but like, if I have the choice between that and Resident Evil 4 remake, heck, I'd rather get Resident Evil 4 remake because I know that they made a whole bunch of changes.
All right, let's go.
Some of them good and some of them are like oh, I miss well part of me misses fighting you U3, but I don't get to fight him anymore. Which whatever, but still kind of just like, oh, okay, guess I'm not fighting him. But like there's differences. So aside from it just looking much prettier.
Wait, am I still here?
Am I going the wrong way?
I'm not sure. I actually just got a communication error and I thought it was going to close, and somehow I'm still here,
Okay.
which I'm not complaining about. That's
Right.
awesome.
I went through the door that I thought it wanted me to, and there was nothing.
Um,
Oh yeah.
Miller from
All right, yeah, this is the right way. Yeah, I don't see you in my game though. It shows you're somewhere else. It shows you're at a different part of the dungeon.
behind. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up.
Okay.
I wish there was a teleport. I could just teleport to you.
Yeah, within the dungeon. Like if you travel back to Kyovashad or any other town, you can teleport to my location from there if that's faster. I don't know how long your loading times are. When I left, you guys were talking about the Metroid franchise, about Nintendo kind of ignoring it.
Yeah.
One thing I heard was that the Metroid series sells mostly in North America markets and not so much.
Really?
Yeah, I guess it doesn't sell in Japan at all. It's
So does that have something to do with
It-
the delay, maybe?
it's possible that maybe they just don't know what it wants to be. Maybe it's just not there yet. Maybe it's not meeting the Nintendo standard. But in terms of like
Yeah.
fans, because we're in North America. Where I don't get where I'm supposed to go. I think I'm supposed to go here. It's kind of
I
annoying.
see you. I'm above you. I don't know how to get down there.
Oh wow, that's cool. That's right. It's a ginormous site.
Nuts. How do I get down there?
Yeah, I see you.
Maybe it's over here.
What does a longsword have?
So I go in the cradle part of the dungeon.
It's not even a thing. Okay.
Oh, I think I see it. I think I see it.
I mean,
Maybe
I'll
not.
go this way, but I don't think
Do I
there's
have that?
anything here.
Yeah, I do.
Well, if you can find it, don't let me hold you up.
Right. I think I'm going the right way, but there's like no enemies. I'm just running through this map, so that makes me think that this is not the right way. You know?
A while since I did this part.
Yeah, I bet.
I put it down. I haven't been playing for a bit.
Gotcha.
My son got really into Mortal Kombat,
Oh, nice.
so
Which one? 11?
I replayed the story. 11, yeah.
Yeah.
I replayed the story on that one, and the expansion.
Gotcha. Which had the true ending, right?
Yeah. Did you do both of those?
No, I haven't, but I'm definitely aware of the meta.
I don't want to. I mean, am I going to spoil anything if I talk
No, I'm not.
about it?
I have not played Mortal Kombat since like Deadly Alliance or whatever back in 2002.
Wow, that's going back.
I just don't do fighting games anymore. I kind of drifted away from that genre.
The only one I keep up with is Mortal Kombat.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's still got a soft spot, and especially now that my son's into it, like we don't normally, our tastes don't cross paths very often. So I'm kind of like happy to embrace it.
Sure.
Just for the bonding
Yeah.
time with him. But I like the way they ended the main game. I think they should have left it because the expansion just felt a little cheesy.
Sure.
It was like, oh, okay, you had to find a way to use all these new characters. Got it. But I do like what they're doing because my son and I were talking about this. Like, he's really like digging into the lore and the characters, and like,
which they're really
like just
they really are all about that too.
there's so much, and like even he was kind of like, well, I don't know about them rebooting it and this and that and the other. And I'm like, listen, you were been complaining to a degree that like there's too much lore to dig through and the backstories and all this stuff. I'm like, what they're doing now is they're just boom, clean slate, because they've
I like
already
that.
said that they're gonna. Yeah, me too.
The
Me too.
series
They've
is
already
old
said
enough that they need a fresh coat of paint on there or whatever.
Yeah.
Right, and they've said they're going to change backstories drastically, like stuff that, you know, I think the only example that they might have spoken about is Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
You know, they're going to be right. Just do something new and creative with it.
You see the jokes like, "Oh,
I'm good
Mortal
with that.
Kombat 1. This is like the third time they're rebooting." Like, that's fine. The series is so old. Like, that's fine. Like at this point, like there's so many gaming franchises that could use like a straight up reboot. You know.
Fresh air. The time is right.
Yeah.
You know.
It's a fighting game too. I mean, come on. It's a fighting game. We're not talking about Legend or Zelda or anything or something sacred. You know, it's a fighting game. Have fun with it.
Are you still playing? That's how I get down. I bet you that's it. Are you still playing Tears of the Kingdom?
No, I kind of put that on the shelf because of the Father's Day games that rained upon me. I got Final Fantasy today also.
Nice.
Well, because my wife let me go pick out a game on that Friday, so I went and grabbed Diablo. And I told my friend, like, because my friend's like, "Hey, you gonna get Diablo?" I'm like, probably not. Sorry, dude. Maybe when it comes on sale, we can play later this year or something. So I went and got it, and I snapped him a photo, like, you know, what are you doing this weekend? You know, and he's like, I'm downloading it now. So then, like an hour later, he sent me money. He's like, "Hey, man, I appreciate you, like, you know, getting this and stuff. I've been wanting to play it, but I had no one to play with." So he sent me some money because I've been all the PlayStation games, like God of War, Ragnarok, Horizon Zero Dawn. I forget what else I let him borrow recently. I think like Cyberpunk or something. Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. Like a lot of new games I get, I let him borrow, and he's like, "I appreciate you letting me borrow games. So here, I'll just return the favor. I'll send you money for whatever you paid for Diablo." And I'm like, "Well, my wife actually got it as a gift, so I'll just take that money and put a pre-order in for Final Fantasy."
There you go.
So I got
Okay,
two.
nice.
I've heard a lot of good things about it.
The demo was really good. I really enjoyed the demo.
Yeah, don't talk
Sure.
to Ed about it though.
No, well, so I was watching his stream, and yes, I will admit, an hour into the demo, I'm like, dude, this is annoying. It's all story, and it's not very interesting. Like, this is killing me. And then the action picked up, and the action was fun, and then the story like got really good, and it leaves you on kind of a cliffhanger. The demo. And I'm like, okay, like this is, I'm all in. I was very like meh about it, and I played the demo out of curiosity, and I'm the demo probably sold like a few thousand more copies of the game because of how it ended, or maybe people were digging the formula of like you're not in a party, it's just one guy, and it's like a Devil May Cry where it's a hack and slash kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that helped, including
Oh.
me. I'm one of them.
That sounds more interesting than the traditional.
If the demo's still available, check it out, because I was sold after that, to be honest. But it
Is it
is
only on PlayStation?
yes. I don't know if it's on PC. I
Oh.
think it's doubtful. Maybe though.
I
But
think it's
it,
going to be delayed, like they did with the remix,
yeah,
the remaster of
I,
7.
I could see it definitely coming to PC though eventually. Or
Timed
whatever.
exclusive. That's the
Yeah,
word I was looking for.
sure. But I'm planning on maining after tonight. I'm planning on maining Final Fantasy and Diablo being like a side game, like when friends are on or whatever. So. But it's very. You
Like
guys
I said, if you
watch.
ever see me on and you want to team up, just
Okay.
shoot me a message.
All right, we'll do. Cool. Appreciate that. Do you guys into Game of Thrones at all? Because the directors of the new Final Fantasy were like took heavy inspiration from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Okay,
I never really watched it.
gotcha. Well, it's very heavy with like families and houses and loyalties and things like that.
Politics and
But
yeah.
yes, exactly. And I think that's what
Mm-hmm.
I'm really digging about it.
Somebody somebody shared a picture of who's the main girl?
And
Um
Game of Thrones,
What is it, Arya? No,
I forget.
No.
No.
Targaryen,
Emily,
Daenerys,
Emily,
Emilia.
Yes.
Clarke
Yep.
character.
Yes, her.
Yeah.
There's a picture of her holding the dragon egg, and a caption said, "Find you someone who looks at you the way this woman is looking at her avocado."
Yeah, it does. It does have a texture of an avocado.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny. I knew enough to know what it was, but
Sure,
I
sure.
haven't watched more than a handful of episodes.
Oh, I loved it.
My wife and I tried.
Mhm.
Like, we got a few episodes in, and
Mhm.
she was like, "I'm not really digging this," and I'm like, "Okay."
Sure. You know what I did see? My wife and I get along. We're married and all that, but like our interests are very spread apart. Like I'm into gaming and fantasy stuff, Marvel stuff, and she's just not. So for another thing for Father's Day is we wanted to watch a movie Sunday night, and I'm just browsing through Amazon Prime, and the Dungeons and Dragons movies on there, and I said I heard this is really good, and
What do you
she
think?
well, she's like she kind of humored me. She's like, you know what, I don't like this kind of stuff. Oh, I got too much stuff. I gotta, and I'm like, okay, that's fair. And then I kept scrolling, and like a few minutes later, she's like, you know what, no, you want to watch it? Let's watch it. I said, okay. I was like, I wouldn't put it on if I thought you'd be insanely bored by it, but I heard it's really good and appeals to a wider audience. So we watched it. It was freaking good, dude. It's like the best movie I've seen this year. It's really good.
What an ending!
Everything.
Somebody was cutting onions at the end of that movie. Like,
Yeah.
holy
Oh,
crap!
I haven't seen it.
I got
I
misty
won't say
eyed.
it. I won't spoil
I
it.
got
Okay.
misty
Yeah, me
eyed.
too.
And she's like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "No." I wasn't. I was.
No,
It's not like I was crying, but I was like misty eyed, like.
you weren't like ugly crying.
No, I pretty cry. No, but it was good. I can't believe how good it was. It could have had
Yeah.
any other name. It could have been called just what's the movie? What's the subtitle? Thieves Honor or something, Honor of Thieves or whatever.
Or something like that. Yeah.
It could have had
Yeah.
that as a name without the Dungeons and Dragons, and it was just like a
It was
fun movie.
great.
It was just so good, dude.
It's
Is that
funny you
on
say
Net-
that because we watched it the other last night actually.
Okay.
Is it out on Netflix yet, or
It's on
what?
Paramount,
What?
or you can rent it for like $5 from like most services,
Oh,
which is what we did. We rented it from Amazon Prime, but it's on Paramount,
okay.
quote unquote free. You know.
My wife actually bought the DVD, and I was like, "Rock
Oh
on, let's
wow!
go."
But it was I
Oh wow,
couldn't.
nice.
But it's like good. It's like it's yes, it has like fantasy stuff, but not in like a serious, overly nerdy tone. You know, if someone can just like suspend their belief and believe in dragons and magic, then you'll have an amazing time.
So fast.
Oh, wrong way, dude. We got to go back the other way.
Oh, did I go the wrong way?
Well, I thought this was the way too until it wasn't. But we'll take care of this mob and we're good.
Where's the? You lead the way.
Okay,
I'll follow.
sure. I'm overburdened right now with stuff.
Oh, you're still okay.
I'm trying to.
You could always town portal and sell stuff if you need.
Yeah, I guess I should do that. Let me do that actually. Okay, I'll be right back.
You know what? I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break while you do that. I've
Go
been
for it.
drinking too much soda.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just drinking too much, period.
Yeah, lush.
I love these cocktails I make. I got one I called Moxie's Heartbreaker right now. It's a rum with Sprite topped with fruit punch. It's really good. And it has so the clear, that's white rum and Sprite, so it's clear. But then you top it with a fruit punch, it turns pink. It's sweet and it tastes like Moxie.
That sounds. Yeah, that sounds really good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look at you. Look, you live or die by the quality of your equipment. If you've the coin and materials, I can improve it for you.
Man, talk about right now.
That's much better.
I know that's a priceless feeling, right?
That's funny you mention that because, like I said, we just watched it last night.
Oh, sweet.
It was so good. She's the funny thing is, she's not into games at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here.
But we'll have this like weird overlap in certain instances. Like she's big into. I remember we were married when the Lord of the Rings movies came out, and I'm pretty sure she dragged me kicking and screaming to see.
Oh, what?
Ironic.
Really?
The first one, I was sick. I had I don't know if it was the flu or if it was just a bad head cold. But I was miserable.
Oh, that sucks.
So I was sitting in the theater and I was like, when is this gonna end?
Yeah, like 3 hours. Did those come out on Christmas time? Is that when they released? Was it like a winter?
I think it was fall, like around that time of year.
Oh, okay.
November, December.
Sure.
I think you're right.
I think
or maybe it was just after in January. I don't know.
I think the Hobbit movies. I think those were around like December.
Gotcha.
Because I remember what was it? I think it was either Desolation of Smaug or the first one came out on my birthday.
Oh.
Which is December 15th. So.
Ah, okay. I remember Return of the King being like a Christmas release, I think, but maybe I'm mistaken.
Okay.
Like one of those Christmas Day
That
movies.
was another one with a couple fake endings. That was funny. But I was into it by that point.
Well, yeah.
I had never read the books either, so
really?
I knew of them, but I never read them. And she was like all into it.
She
likes the Marvel movies, but not the shows.
Oh, I just started
Really?
I just started Secret Invasion last night.
think? I'm curious about that one.
It was it, dude. Do you like Civil War? The espionage angle of Civil War. That's Civil War, dude. Never mind. Winter Soldier. It's exactly
Yes,
like
I
that.
do.
The espionage angle. You don't know who to
I'm
trust. You don't
all
know
in
who's on
on
your
that.
side. Yeah, and this one's super creepy because of the scrolls. You don't know who's real and who's not. Like who to trust.
Know who
Who's
they are, right?
it's super
Huh.
intense. It's only
That's
a
good
six.
because
Yeah, it's only a 6 episode
the
series, I think.
shows don't seem like they've been doing that good. Like,
No,
I
for the
don't know.
most part, they're kind of watch and forget.
The Falcon one was decent.
Yes.
I actually
Oops.
really liked Hawkeye.
I loved Hawkeye.
I
The-
thought Hawkeye was fantastic.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I really liked the Christmas like angle of it. That was really cool. I like that.
I love.
Well, and the Daredevil tie-ins, like that's what really put it over the top for me.
Oh, sure,
I
sure.
love I love the relationship between
With Kingpin, right?
Kate Bishop and
Hawkeye.
no
Yelena.
Yeah, Yelena.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Oh,
sure.
freaking hilarious.
that was great.
Oh yeah, and then I never saw Black Widow, so Yelena was new to me at that moment.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Mhm.
that was so. I like what they did with that. That was such a cool twist with how the snap came into play with all that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was great. And then She-Hulk happened. And it was just like, why?
I
Really
watched
makes me
half of
worried
it.
about Daredevil.
I stopped watching halfway through She-Hulk.
The worst part of She-Hulk, because I tried to give it a chance. I really gave it, because we have like some home gym stuff, and I have a TV set up with a Roku down there,
Okay. Second screen.
and I would just put it on while I was working out, so it wasn't like I actually like sat there watching it. It was
Right.
just in the background type thing. So I tried to give it a fair shake, and the worst part about it was the final episode. Like,
Oh, boy.
go look up a synopsis of the last episode and just check it out online, and it's just like, what were they thinking? Like,
I think
any chance you had of saving this, you just flushed it.
I think I went and watched like a summarization just to keep up with the MCU stuff, and I think I barely remember what the final deal was about or whatever.
Like, they broke the fourth wall, but it just was not well done.
Oh, they did that a lot throughout from what I saw at least.
Well, yeah, and that's part of She-Hulk's shindig.
None of the comedy landed with me in She-Hulk. Like that Megan the
Ham-fisted.
Megan the Stallion episode, like I think that was the last
Yep.
episode I watched. I'm like, this is not funny.
Mm-hmm. It just felt forced. Like, really forced.
Like I don't think I'm the audience for that. Maybe like they were twerking at the end. I'm like, okay, this is not funny.
Exactly.
This isn't funny. I'm
No.
sure people find this funny, not me.
Oh no, man. And I didn't even watch Miss Marvel. I mean, I don't know.
Neither
maybe
did I,
missed
but I
out.
heard it's
Maybe
good
great.
actually. I
Yeah,
think I
haven't
might.
seen that one either.
Maybe I'll give it a
I haven't
chance.
been working out, so I haven't needed to fill the.
I'll watch
Feel
it next time I
horrible
work
about
out.
that.
Did you
Yeah.
see Moon Knight though?
I did not like Moon
Yes,
Knight
that was
neither.
good.
Oh, Moon Knight was wonderful.
Really?
I had my cousin explain it
Okay.
to me. It's his favorite Marvel show, I think, is Moon Knight. But I think it's more. He likes it more for like the cerebral angle.
And I guess they're not doing another one or something? I thought I heard that,
I haven't heard anything.
which is a shame. Well, I thought the actor said that he wasn't
Oscar Isaac.
going to be back.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I like Oscar Isaac too.
I thought he did a great job. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He
s-
was
I
fantastic.
saw.
Oh yeah, Oscar Isaac.
I like Oscar Isaac.
Wonderful.
I saw he was the first actor to play 3 different Marvel characters. He was Apocalypse. He voice actor in the new.
We don't talk about that one.
No, voice actor in the new Spider-Verse movie, and then Moon Knight.
Oh, he was in Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
It's a voice
yeah,
actor,
he
yeah.
was what's his name, Miguel or something like that.
Miguel O'Hara
Is this where I lose you guys?
with Spider-Verse.
Where I say that I didn't like the first one?
I loved the first one. I was disappointed with the second one. Not to say I didn't
really?
like it. I
No.
was disappointed.
I haven't seen the second one, so
Mhm.
I can't really say.
Sure.
I was not crazy about the first one.
I loved it.
It came up. We were talking about it on a Turnpike Tuesday night, and
Mhm.
everybody was like bashing me, like you're crazy.
No,
you're
I would never
crazy."
say that. I would never say things like that. Like you say, like I'm like, okay, cool. Like you didn't take it. It's all good.
I rewatched it after that just because I was like, okay, maybe
Am I
you know,
missing something?
yeah, maybe I missed something. Maybe it was
Right.
just circumstantial. Maybe
Sure.
there was something
Oh
going
fuck! Just dropped my remote. Sorry. Go ahead, guys.
my wife and kids because I thought the kids would really enjoy it, and the kids kind of felt more like me. They were like, "This is bad."
Really?
I was like, "Okay, yeah."
Wow. My 5-year-old liked
None of
it.
them liked it.
When it was on Netflix, we would watch it, and he liked. It was one of the few movies he would actually pay attention to.
They like all the Marvel stuff too. They
Interesting.
Just, it did not hit with them.
That's very interesting.
And I rewatched it and I was like, yeah, no, like it's not terrible, it's not awful, it's not like oh my gosh, I hate it, but it just I don't know.
The
It didn't
not
really-
like the buzz it got, like in terms of greatest, superhero movie ever.
yeah.
I will say it's my favorite Spider-Man movie. If you can compare it to like all the other live action ones. If you can, then I will say, yeah, it's my favorite Spider-Man movie. Spider-Verse.
I like the,
Into, that is.
I like the third Tom Holland one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, me too. No Way Home, I think.
Yes.
I'm waiting for
Oh,
that to
yeah,
come to
yeah.
a service. But Sony's so weird with that
Is it
stuff.
not on Disney yet?
No. They released, just recently on Disney, they released the Tobey Maguire ones and the Andrew Garfield ones, but not the Tom Holland ones. Maybe soon.
Since we're talking about unpopular opinions, I'll drop another one on you.
Do it. I love it.
Spider-Man 3 is not as bad as everybody makes it out.
I should send you a video. So Alteric posted a video from Donkey. He's a YouTube guy.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
I happen to subscribe to Donkey too. His videos are so freaking funny. He has a video defending Spider-Man 3, and I think I'll share it with you. It's a funny video.
I don't like the bad Peter stuff they did. Like there's no defending that.
Sure,
Like, that
sure.
was just terrible. But the fact, like the storylines they did with Sandman,
With his
some of
daughter.
the other stuff, like, yup, I thought that was really well done. His name is escaping me. The Goblin's son. Like I thought that was pretty well done.
I forget his name too.
Harry Osborn.
Harry, that's what it is. I kept saying Peter, but that's freaking Spider-Man.
Norman's the father.
Yeah.
I thought that was well done. You know, there's a lot of good things in story writing. Like, I know a lot of people had criticized it and said, oh, they tried to do too much. And I was like, I don't know. I thought they did a pretty good job. Eddie Brock, I thought Topher Grace did a decent job. Like, not to say that maybe those storylines couldn't have been broken up into two different movies or separated, but...
Well, I'm getting low. Where's all the
Yeah,
potions
same.
at, dog? I don't see any. Oh, I'm down.
Where you at? Do I get to...
Yeah, you can
I don't know how to
revive me.
revive, or-
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, you see me.
Oh. Oh.
So, call me late to the party, but I finally figured out how I can use my my platinum points to pick up new, or I guess just different icons on the.
Oh, you hadn't done that before?
No, I've never done that
For
before.
what?
So, for
The eShop?
for the eShop.
Icons? Oh, I've browsed that, but I only see like Animal Crossing icons. I don't know if I'm on the wrong page.
So they
Limited ones where they'll have like, Metroid for a period of time.
Oh,
right,
okay.
right. So right now they've got Animal Crossing, they've got Pikmin, they've got Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and then they just released a whole bunch of Fire Emblem Engage stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
Trying to get you. I can't get you.
Yeah, it won't let me respawn either for some reason. Sorry, Brandon. Go ahead.
no, and like a bunch of the, and really it's just like a whole bunch of just Fire Emblem characters, and I'm like, and I was like, oh, like I know Ike, I know a couple of these other characters.
Marth.
Like, yeah, well, yeah, Marth is it's Marth. Yeah, it's Roy, Marth, Ike, Lynn. What's her face? From Radiant Dawn. But basically, my point is like I'm like I don't really want any of these.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very hit or miss sometimes.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
So, but anyways. All right, gents. It's midnight 19. So I need.
Can't get out of here. You've got some more stuff to do in Monster Hunter.
I mean, I've got plenty to do on Monster Hunter, but
There we go.
I gotta get
Thanks.
I gotta get to bed before I get yelled at. So,
Seagull put her foot down.
yeah.
She'll come grab you by
On
the
your
ear.
Switch.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Switch in hand.
Off the Switch.
It's funny.
All right, gents. Have a good night.
Thanks for hanging out, Brandon.
too.
Catch you
Have a
next
good
time,
night.
bro.
Peace.
Later, fool. Okay. It's crazy. My other character is a little bit past this, not too much further, but they're like level 23. But that's because I've been playing in World Tier 2 mostly, and doing like a few dungeons, world events, etc.
Yeah.
It's crazy what a difference in XP makes. Well,
World events are interesting. I had a couple people like I'd be playing and somebody would just randomly join my game and I'd be like, oh, okay. And then they would flag like an event and be like, come on, let's go do this. Okay, sure.
One
And
thing,
it's fun. It's really cool.
sweet. One thing I've seen that's worth doing is world bosses. I haven't seen any yet, but I guess when those come up, you should do them because they guaranteed like 1 or 2 pieces of legendary gear or something.
Let's see. I think I've done 1 or 2. I haven't done very many.
I haven't
But
seen
yeah.
any. I use mapgenie.io. It's a really cool site that I'm gonna go to Cuba Shed. It's a cool site that just basically has like interactive maps for lots of games, including Diablo 4, and you could filter it by whatever chests, world events, altars of Lilith, anything. Yeah,
I'll have to check that out.
mapgenie.io. I use it when I play Borderlands to do completion to complete areas. And like I said, it's fully interactive. You could obviously zoom in, zoom out. You could filter it to show whatever you want it to show. It's a really cool source for this kind of stuff. Alright, I'm gonna go sell some stuff. Mother's knife, I'll take it.
I'm gonna have to save this. Okay.
Yeah, mapgenie.io.
Where has this been all my
Oh,
life?
you found it?
Yeah, I'm looking at it on my phone.
Okay. Yeah, it's good on mobile too.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I mean, you could register, and I think there's a Patreon to get bonus perks. I'm just registered with an
Nice.
email, but it's super handy, and it just works. It
Thank
doesn't like
you.
crash or anything. It's easy to read. It's solid.
I usually look for like individual stuff depending on what I'm playing. I'll just search for
Sure.
something for that game.
Gotcha, gotcha.
But that's kind of cool that it's all centralized. I like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of games on there. Mhm. Oh, gotta sell stuff.
I don't have my horse. I want my horse.
I know. I heard that comes pretty late, right? Like 3/4 or something of the way through. Or is that exaggerated?
Right. I think you're right.
That's what I heard. Yeah. Which is weird. I don't know why they wouldn't give it to you fairly early.
I think that would be better.
Yeah. It's almost like they're pushing you or want users to have the exploration experience. You know. I'm gonna stop by my stash. I'm gonna go take a quick bathroom break. Proceed to the Cathedral of Light.
Cthulhu?
Sorry?
What?
Oh, I thought you said something. Never mind.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Lost my wardrobe. There we go. Deposit.
Stuff off too.
Take. Oof.
Pocket some gems.
Oof. Alright, I'll be right back.
I don't know where my Twitch rewards went. Now that is interesting.
Alright, here. I'm gonna go talk to the Mother Prava, Temple of Light.
Oh, okay.
Which is just like dialogue stuff, I believe.
Did you try and get the Twitch drops for this?
I think it's I think it's enabled. But
Okay.
you mean as a viewer or a streamer?
Yeah.
Yeah,
As a
what?
viewer.
Streamer or viewer?
Oh, as a viewer.
Yes, I
Sorry.
do have drops enabled. I'm like 17% there of the current reward, which is not a lot. I should
I
just.
did them, but I can't seem to find them.
Oh no, that sucks.
I don't know how to claim them. Like, I've linked my account, everything's all
I
set.
I
According to
w-
Twitch, it says that they've been claimed.
oh boy, I would expect you just log on and it's just there in your inventory. That's what I would think, because I'm doing the same thing. Like, oh, I didn't know that was a. I've always heard of Twitch drops. I never knew what it was. I never cared because I know Ed does a lot of Overwatch drops and stuff, but I never knew what that meant until this. So I'm like, oh, sweet. So I connected my BattleNet account to my Twitch account or whatever, and I see that I'm 17% of like a 3 hour viewing, and I didn't really look into how to redeem it. I'm like, okay, I just expected it to just be in your inventory when you get there.
Unless they're just appearances, and I read it wrong.
No, it looks like it's actual like items, like weapons. One piece, like one weapon, and I think the upper echelon or whatever is like a piece of gear. I think like a armor. From what it looks like right now, I think
What?
it's. I don't know what the reward is this week or whatever. Probably.
It's this week.
All I know is it's something that I don't have. Next week's Barbarian, so next week I'm gonna like just put on a stream in the background at work or whatever. And
Last week was Sorcerer, so I should have access to those, but I can't
oh, that sucks.
find them anywhere.
Maybe a Google search might help you. Maybe I don't know. But I guess I'll worry about that when I come across it. I'll let you know what happens to me. But I linked it, so I'm not sure if because it's linked, if I'm a streamer, if I can grant people drop progress. It'd be cool. I didn't want to advertise it. I could have put it as a keyword or whatever, but I'm not positive, so I don't want to falsely mislead people. But yeah.
Found this guy while I was watching streams for the Twitch drops that I guess he's into like fitness as much as he is gaming.
Okay.
And it's clear that he's playing on a treadmill and grinding levels in Diablo, and I'm like, that's just like ingenious. I love it. Like, kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah, it's funny.
Got to take a little practice, but
Yeah, for the
you can get it
coordination or
down.
whatever.
Oh yeah, I'd probably fall, but woodwork, didn't they? They're getting a little tanky now.
Yeah, man. The trap thing is really cool. I'm loving it.
All your skills.
Yeah. You throw that trap and kind of like do that backwards like sprint or what do you call it? Like a roll.
Yeah.
It's nice.
You didn't play 3 at all, did you?
I did not. No.
Okay.
Are the classes similar, like
The road.
tank and all that?
They actually took a step back and I think these are more similar to the older games, like the second game.
Mm.
But the rogue looks like it has some elements, or maybe it was because I think there was a rogue in 2, so
Mm-hmm.
maybe it was the other way around. But there was a character in 3 called a demon hunter, and it was a dual crossbow character
Oh wow.
that had a lot of traps and stuff. So it almost looks like they share some elements.
Yeah. Nice. I mean, the classes in this game seem pretty straightforward, like barbarian, rogue, like yeah, like a silent, critical strike type, and then there's the tank, and then there's a sorcerer with a range attack. It just seems like not predictable, but yeah, those are basic like RPG classes.
And 3 had a witch doctor, which was kind of cool to play.
Is that like a healer?
It was kind of a mix. It'd be ranged and like couldn't really tank, but could do like some AOE stuff.
I like that. I'm curious about the necromancer as well for going solo because of the little horde you could run with.
Like a summon build.
Like a what?
Like a summon build.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I've heard it's good. I do want to try it eventually. But
Sure.
I'll wait for the seasons. I have a friend that plays Druid, and he really likes it. So I'm like, all right, I don't know, maybe I need to,
Mm-hmm.
give it a shake at some point.
Obviously, every playstyle is different. One of the things I saw about the druid is that it doesn't really develop enough until like halfway through the game.
Later.
Right. But
Yeah, I definitely didn't give it very long because I was playing, like I said, it was basically like the beta weekend.
sure.
And once I started getting through the opening story stuff and I got to,
Oops.
what is it, Kyovashet is the first town, I think?
Mm-hmm.
I think once I got there, I was like, you know what? I don't need to play anymore because I'm already sold on it.
Sure.
I'm going to want to pick it up. And
Yeah.
I don't need to repeat the same stuff.
Because the progress did not transfer, is that correct?
It did.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that'd be a waste then. You're already going to play through it enough with the multiple classes you create. Oof. Hitting that wall.
Let's do that. Yeah, so I mean, what did I play? Probably maybe 10 levels if I'm lucky with a druid, which is not enough to really
Gotcha.
get a fair look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was also going to be a summon build like the necromancer. Like I thought instead of turning into the animals, you would actually summon them to
Gotcha.
like fight alongside you.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw it wasn't, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like ranged a lot.
Yeah, so far range with the rogue is really fun. As much as I like getting in front of guys and being the point man with the barbarian, the range is pretty fun.
They actually like all seem like I can't think of one class where I'm like, nah, I'm not going to play that. Maybe the druid is the one that's lowest on the list,
I
but I
would
still want to get there.
same here. Yeah, I'm curious about it, but yeah, that's the one I'm probably least anxious for. If I'm gonna do a third, inevitably, probably with the new season or whatever, probably be a necromancer. I'm thinking of next. Oh yeah, it's hitting me, bro.
Stacking up on you.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, this way? No, bring up the map.
Oh, I just ran into a table.
At home or no? Like banging your shit on the coffee table.
does happen.
Yeah.
I can be a klutz, so.
Oh, totally. Um, so last week we were at the store and saw these ice cube trays. We don't have an ice dispenser. We saw these ice cube trays, but like fat ice cubes, like the size of imagine if you put probably like 3 or 4 ice cubes together, it creates blocks that big. And I'm like, this is pretty cool. Like your sister has one like this. Let's grab one of these, so we did. Um and so I made the ice blocks and I'm trying to put this big ice block, which is I don't know, I'm trying to think of I don't know, man, like a little bit smaller than a baseball probably. And I broke the glass trying to cram this ice block into the glass that it was too big for. So like
You didn't like get cut or anything, did you?
what's that?
You didn't get cut or anything, did you?
No, it wasn't that bad, but it just chipped it. Like a little chip broke off the tip of the glass. I'm like, oh, jeez, like, cause it's nice to have like one big block in your glass instead of like 3 or 4 little ones, I guess. Just seems easier to manage when you're drinking from it, so you don't have all these ice cubes in your mouth.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, but we do have wide. This was It's kind of. I was drinking from like one of those little mason jars.
Gotcha.
Those ones you drink from,
Yeah.
not like the
Yeah,
ones you
we've got a
store
couple of
salsa
those.
in. Yeah. So I kind of threw it away, hoping my wife won't find it in the morning. Hide the evidence. But like in the summer, like when we go outside to play with my kid or for barbecue, yeah, I'll like load up a big thermos of water, and those big ice cubes are gonna be handy, for that instead of emptying half the ice cube tray. Just grab like 2 of those big blocks and
There's a shrine.
good to go.
There's a relic. I'm told it takes on your soul, weighs you down, body and soul.
All right, after this mission, I'll probably get going. This one probably should take half an hour or so.
Stand before the Father.
How late is it? Oh, wow. Yeah, it is a little late. Okay.
I can't imagine for you.
Well, it's like 20 to 1.
Yeah. It's funny. I gotta be up at
That's all right. I don't have to be back. I get off in the morning,
Sweet.
and then I'm not back until Friday night.
Nice.
So I'll be able to catch a cat nap at home, too.
You'll recover just fine.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta be up at 7. So if I'm in bed by 1, which is in an hour, or 12:31, I'll be fine. It's like 6 hours. I can manage just fine on that. Oof, I got walloped.
It's weird how they use the jump in this game.
The jump?
You have that like dodge roll.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
I like it.
is it trying to Dark Souls make things more strategic? I don't
Right. Invincibility frames. I like it. I think the cooldown is too long, but I think that's by design, obviously.
I think it would be nice if the cooldown was a little shorter, but I'm sure there's gear that balances that and stuff.
Sure. Well, I have skills that'll grant me 2 extra dashes.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have a teleport. I get like 1 more.
Oh, sweet. It just jumps you like a few feet over or whatever.
Yeah. But even that's on a 10-second cooldown.
Ooh, that's a little long.
Thank you. Oh, there's. Do you have any whisper keys?
No, I keep forgetting about that. And I got obols, I think.
If I open this,
I
does
got.
it open stuff for you?
I have no idea. I got 300
Let me
obols. I totally
drop
forget
them
about that. Where you at?
right up
Okay,
here.
if you want to try it, go ahead. But I.
I already opened it. It doesn't.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I gotta remember that, man. Keep forgetting about that.
I haven't really found anything like crazy good in them, but
Gotcha.
I keep a couple on hand. I don't know how many I have left. I probably need to stock up on them again.
Mhm.
Feel the sting of your wounds. Let the ice into your bones. Welcome your pain. For the agony of the flesh is the first cleansing of the soul. Make your faith stronger than any
Do you have a Switch, Chris?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I know we were talking about the Nintendo Direct. Is there anything that you particularly were fond of or whatever?
Really? I mean, the Mario games look interesting.
Sure.
RPG looks good, don't get me wrong,
Right.
but it'd probably be a sale pickup for me.
Okay. Yeah, you think it'll be a full
I
like
don't know
$60
that
$60 game? I wonder.
I don't know.
I wonder.
Hope not. If I'm being selfish.
I would no seriously. I would think maybe $40, maybe.
That might change my mind a little bit, depending on what
Right.
I'm playing at the time.
But it is a long game though. It's actually a
Is it really?
yeah. From what I remember, yeah, that's actually a pretty long game. It's not like a 15-20 hour game. I think it's longer than
I'm
that.
gonna
So.
have to get back to Tears of the Kingdom at some point.
Sure.
I haven't really been doing much with my Switch.
Mhm.
I go through phases where like I'll be
Me too.
on it exclusively or not at all. Like,
Right.
it's just weird.
Like I didn't turn my PlayStation on for like 2 months since Diablo. Diablo's the first time I started using my PlayStation again. But since like April or so, or it's been all Switch or whatever.
I have a horrible time like sticking with something. I'll play something for a while and then something else will like jump out and I'll switch games and then it's just
I can
have
stick with
10
I can stick with stuff, but if something's too long, I just gotta move on.
Yeah.
You know. But for the most part, I usually able to finish what I start. But if something's too long, oh well. Like I'll just get burnt out.
Hit that wall.
Yeah, totally.
I'll do that with open world games. I love exploration and like
Mhm.
loot, you know, give me the promise of loot and lots to explore and I'm there.
Right.
But even then, you'll hit a point where it's like, okay, let's just mainline the story and be done with this at this point.
Right.
I did that with Fallout 4. I don't know if you played that one.
I did. I loved it.
Oh, okay. So the when you're supposed to go to Diamond City,
Yep.
I had like 80 hours in game before I did that
Dang,
quest.
that's early.
Oh, I was just
Wow,
exploring the map. I was going
that's
everywhere,
crazy.
and I was having a blast. And then, I hit a point where it was
Town
like,
building.
okay, I'm done. Yeah, now I need to just mainline the story and see what happens. But it was cool because, like, it wasn't super easy, but at the same time, it wasn't as challenging as it probably would have been if I went and did all that stuff on time.
Right.
Felt like I had a little bit of a leg up.
Yeah, I liked Fallout 4. I am one of the few people that probably liked it more than 3. I know 3 is like the one of the more adored games because I think it was the first time they did the open world thing.
Yeah.
But
Finished it up.
I like the Boston area more than DC. I liked the weapon crafting. I like the town building. I liked all that stuff.
Shooting mechanics were good.
Yeah,
I never finished 3, and my son
me
gives me
neither.
all kinds of grief for it. Oh, so it's not just me. Okay.
No, I didn't finish it either. I played for like 15, 20 hours. I forgot why I stopped, but it was fine.
I played 4, and I didn't have the DLC.
Mhm.
So, funny enough, we actually went to Boston one year for vacation,
Mhm.
spent like a week there, and we did the Freedom Trail.
Oh, that's a real
So,
thing.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. You
Nice.
can go on like a tour of Boston where, you go with a guide and they show you, a bunch of sights on the trip and stuff.
Sure.
It's pretty cool.
Right
Same
on.
thing. The medallions are buried in or, uh, you know, set in the pavement
Yeah,
along the way,
I had no
just
idea.
like in the game. Oh yeah, it was cool. It was totally worth it. The guide we got was amazing.
That's
Super
cool.
cool.
That's cool.
He was really good. And so we did that. We get back to the hotel that night. Wife falls asleep. The kids are asleep.
Uh
I had brought my laptop with me and I
huh.
pulled it out. I'm gonna check out, Fallout 4 again.
Yeah.
So I had already finished the game, mind you. I had however many hours, 100 hours, whatever it was, on my character,
Mm.
even though I didn't have the DLC. And I go to load it up, and there was some glitch with the Windows update at that point. Wiped all my Steam saves. Like, yeah. I
Oh.
loaded up the game, and like load game was grayed out, and all you could do was start a new game. And I was like,
Shoot.
no. Never got my Fallout progress back. It was
No
just gone.
way.
I was so ticked.
No way. Man, I hear so many horror stories of people losing progress and saves. I've been lucky to that's never happened to me.
That's the only time. I don't know if you've ever heard of or played Terraria.
I've heard of it, yeah. I never played it.
So I played that with my sons
Mhm.
because it's like a 2D Minecraft, and
Mhm.
actually, all of them have played it with me at some point.
Mm.
So when this thing happened in Boston, um, I don't know how many years. Like we had so many characters, so many worlds that I had on my Steam because like I created a Steam account for them so we could
Sure.
play together at home, and like all that stuff was lost at the
Holy
same
cow.
time as the Fallout.
It's brutal, man.
And yeah, there was some. I don't remember how I fixed it. It took a long time, but I actually got the Terraria stuff back, but I never recovered the Fallout
Huh.
save.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, yeah,
Luckily, I've
I can't see
never
you going
lost.
back to it, so I guess it's kind of gone, you know?
4, I might at some point. I don't know because I never did do I've heard nothing but good things about Far Harbor and
Yeah,
the Nuka Cold World.
they look cool, but by the time those released, I was like over the game. I put my like 150 hours into it and moved on. Like it's rare that I do DLCs even these days. Like back in the day, like Skyrim DLC, my favorite game of all time, Skyrim. Like I've never played those DLCs because I played the mess out of it for like 3 or 4 months, and then I move on. Then the DLCs come out, and I'm like, I just don't feel like going back. But they look cool.
Witcher. I finally got through Witcher, and I haven't gone back for the DLC, and I heard they're amazing.
I just went back for the DLC when they released the current gen versions, like back in January or December, if you recall.
Okay.
And
Okay.
action, the controls in there are quite booty. It's showing its age with the combat. It's kind of sloppy.
Oh,
Um, the Soulsborne games kind of set a standard, I think, for
yeah.
action controls, how smooth they are. It's
They
and
raised the bar quite a bit.
right, and I was like, oh right, I remember when this game came out. One of the biggest complaints was how Geralt handles, and the fact that I'm picking this up like 6 years later after I originally played it, it's really showing. And I can't do this. I played for a couple hours, and I got the DLC on sale for like $5 or whatever.
Uh-oh.
And I couldn't do it. And I was like, this sucks. I was looking forward to playing this crazy good version of the game and getting back in The Witcher, and it just didn't happen.
It fell apart.
Yeah.
So you want to laugh? I had it on PC. I don't know that I got it at launch, but I think it was not that long after.
Mm-hmm.
Because if memory serves, it came out in like May.
Yes, it was me.
And I got it was okay.
Yep.
And I got it as a Father's Day present.
Sweet.
And for whatever reason, like I played the first two games, and that's one of the other reasons I really liked it, was that it was like Mass Effect, where all of your saves and choices filtered through from
Mm-hmm.
1 to 2 to 3. So I never got into it, didn't get very far in it at least. And then COVID came around.
Mm.
And the first time I got COVID, I had found it on sale on Switch. So I had started on Switch because you could transfer your saves from PC to Switch.
If you had like a GOG account or something.
Yeah, either one, Steam or GOG. Yeah,
Gotcha.
you could bring either one in.
Because I think CD Projekt owns GOG, right? Or something.
They do.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did that, and then that was like my COVID game. Like when I was on
Oh,
quarantine
nice.
for having COVID, I finally finished 3. The cool thing too was like I kind of cheated a little bit. Like
Mm-hmm.
instead of grinding for some of the materials, because it's a single player game on PC, you can use like an inventory editor and just get some of the stuff that you needed.
Mm.
I shot my save from the Switch over to PC. Well, no, I think what I did was I started it on PC because then I could continue my story with my saves. And then added some like extra money and just like a couple things in the inventory, nothing like crazy. And then sent the game over to the Switch and started with a little bit of a boost. And it was pretty sweet.
There you go.
It's a nice way to play it. And still never did the DLC.
That game's massive enough.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Skellige was ridiculous.
Yeah, I liked it, but yeah. I can't imagine doing that these days with the time I have or whatever. I'm glad I played it
The
when I
map
did.
was
Oh, for sure.
like the map at Skellige. they couldn't find the stuff that you were looking for. Like it was terrible. Are you into Starfield at all? Being a Skyrim fan?
Yes. Chris, I've never owned an Xbox. It's not that I don't like Xbox, I just have played PlayStation. I've been a Sony pony
Right.
since PS2, you know?
Yeah, that's the ecosystem you're invested in. It makes
Right.
sense.
My friends have it. It's what I'm used to and I like it.
I get sick of hearing that.
But oh man, I don't see how this Activision thing doesn't go through. I'd be thrilled
Right.
if it ends up getting blocked and they end up having to release, not having to, but if they release like a
You know it'll be a
PlayStation,
time even if that
right?
happens,
And
unfortunately.
that's fine. If it's like a year later, I don't care. Like fine, like freaking have like 5 patches waiting for me when if I eventually get it.
Yeah, you a better version of the game anyway.
Exactly. But that recent, like I was super bummed about the acquisition, mostly because I wanted to play Starfield, and I knew once that merger was announced, like a however long months ago, I'm like, great, this means I'm not gonna play Starfield on PlayStation. Uh, and everything I've seen since then is like, this is totally my kind of freaking game. Like, I love the Bethesda games. I play Fallout, I play Skyrim. I like Bethesda games. Doom, I don't know, it's not a Bethesda game, but they published it. Like, it's just their brand.
Oh yeah.
I like Bethesda games. One of my favorite developers, publishers, whatever you call it. So after the Starfield presentation, I've watched it like 3 times. Like, I watched it live.
Oh, no.
I went back and watched it again, and I've skimmed through it a third time. And it's probably the most ambitious game I've seen someone try to make since Cyberpunk, and I know how that went when that launched. So I would not be surprised at all if Starfield launches and it's pretty messy. I wouldn't be surprised. Not I am sure they could eventually get their vision through with patches and updates like Cyberpunk. I played Cyberpunk like 18 months or so after it was released, and I loved it. It was a great game, and I get that it was messy at launch. That's fine, but the version I played was beautiful. It ran amazing on PS5. It
It's an
didn't
interesting
crash.
story, yeah.
It did not. Yeah, it didn't crash on me once. I played for like 70 hours and I loved it. I had an amazing experience. So I wouldn't doubt if the same thing happens in Starfield. Having said that, after that presentation, I'm like, do I need to start freaking saving $20 every paycheck for a freaking Xbox now? Because
Dude,
one way or another,
we
I'm gonna want to play it. And if by hook or by crook, I'm not a PC guy. Yes, I have a
you're gonna
PC.
find a way.
Yes, I have a gaming PC. Or let me hold on. Sorry, I have a PC. It's not a gaming PC. I just use it for like indie stuff, for streaming and internet
Okay.
browsing. You know what I mean? So there's no way I'm gonna. I'm sure it'll run Starfield, but not the version I want it to be. It's gonna be like
Right.
720 and whatever probably, and mouse and keyboard or
It's for
controller
the
support.
2-bit version.
Right. It's not the version I want. It's not the ideal version. So now I'm already like, oh yeah, yeah. Like I can see myself now. Like, okay, now I'm probably gonna not need to, but I'm gonna be bummed if I want to play it. Like, it looks so
You know,
good.
I'll keep an eye out. Um, I'm not gonna. We subscribe to Game Pass Ultimate because
Sure.
the kids use the Xbox more than I do.
Okay.
But we had an OG Xbox One,
Okay.
and I happened to see a deal, and it ran for a long time. Like they kept it alive for like a couple weeks, where I think it was through Dell. You could buy a refurbished Series S for $199. And I was like, well, that's just too good to pass up. So now we actually have a Series S, and it's great. Like I don't mind it.
Yeah. The thing with me is I'm not the half measure kind of person. I'm gonna want the best one available or nothing at all.
You want to go for the X.
Oh yes. Yeah.
See, if I actually played it, I would be that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I
If it's for the
barely.
kids, yeah, then what's the difference? They're not gonna care about 4K or
Yeah,
whatever.
my youngest is the one that's on there the most. My we have my parents live close by, so they'll come on Sundays for dinner,
Uh-huh.
and the only game my stepdad plays is NHL. So
Oh,
they play
nice.
hockey like week, and I just like clean his clock. It's not fair, but
That's funny.
I'll never tell him this,
Right.
but I've played with him a bunch, and like if I try to let up and just kind of like lay up and just play a more relaxed game,
Mm-hmm.
he comes back. Like
Oh, he will,
he's
huh?
tough. Oh yeah, so I got to play him full throttle,
Gotcha.
but yeah, that's really the only time I touch the Xbox. So that's why I was like, Series S, good enough.
Gotcha. I'm gonna fast travel to Yelesna, which is southwest of here.
Oh okay.
Mm-hmm. But I would at this point, with like I said, like a AAA Bethesda game, especially with the way Cyberpunk went and the amount of mechanics and features they're packing into this one game, it looks insane. I would never play
Oh,
it
it
day
looks
one.
no.
Now, well, here's the thing. I'm extremely skeptical that it'll run the way it's supposed to day one. There's just too much happening.
Eh,
If it does, that'd be amazing and that'd be cool. But I'm like, okay, like I plan ahead, man. Right now I'm like, okay, that could be the game I would like to play 2024 summer. Next like this time next summer, I would be like, okay, maybe there'd be enough patches and updates, balances, whatever.
Could be.
Um I mean, we'll see what happens. Oh, but
It looks like mass. It looks like what No Man's Sky, or maybe the better comparison. It looks like what was the name of it? The newer Mass Effect. Like that's what they originally wanted to do, and they had to scale things back because they didn't have the development chops and the resources to do it.
the Andromeda?
Andromeda, that's the one I couldn't
Mhm.
think of the name. They originally wanted that to be like No Man's Sky, where it was more randomly generated planets and lots of them and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
They had to drop that because they just couldn't make it work. It was taking too long to come out.
Mhm.
And this looks like that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, the shipbuilding, the boarding, you could board ships and commandeer them, and
Oh, the
the
replay value looks crazy.
every planet's gonna have different lighting based on like the sun in that star system or whatever. It's an insane amount of detail that they're pressing with, you know.
It looks really good.
Yeah, yeah, it does. I mean, the moment it was announced, like Space Skyrim or Space Fallout, whatever, I'm like, oh wow.
Sold.
Alright, yeah,
Sold.
exactly, exactly. Because I've played their games, I know you know what you're getting. People are dunking on like, oh yeah, it's got that same perspective where you're talking to a character and it zooms in and they look dead eyed or whatever. I'm like, that looks fine. Like that's the pedigree. That's what it is. Like, doesn't
It's not a
bother me.
problem.
No, not at all. That's what these are the games they make.
I got a communication error and crashed out.
Oh boy.
Ah, how much of that quest is left? Should I load back in or?
Sure. I'm gonna
I know
keep
you
going for a
said you
minute.
were.
Actually, I know I said I would stop, but I'm gonna keep going
Uh-oh.
for a
You
minute.
gonna cripple yourself tomorrow?
Well, the good news is it's the weekend practically, so I'll have some time to recover. It's not like it's Sunday night or something.
I'll be the devil on your shoulder, sure.
Yeah.
I never did finish Skyrim.
Oh, okay.
Go back. But I
Yeah.
liked it.
I totally did.
I
Um,
don't know what distracted me away from it.
did you play it around launch time or a while later?
I did. I played it. I think that was like that was another one I got from my wife. I think it was like an anniversary present or something like that.
Okay.
Because it actually launched on our anniversary.
11/11.
Yeah. I forget how far I got. And I've restarted it a number of times. Every time.
From the beginning.
Oh, I'm gonna do something different. No, I'm still a stealth archer.
My second playthrough, that's what I wanted to build. I ended up just going towards tank again, like sword and shield or dual wielding axe. But I wanted to be a
Okay.
stealth archer. But no, I just go back to my ways.
Oh, I do the stealth archer every time.
Hmm. So what's that?
Oh, it reconnected me right to you. I didn't even have to
Yeah, I saw you here.
do anything.
Sweet. Yeah, so it's somewhere in this area. No luck yet. I mean, there's this statue, but that's
Oh,
not.
this part.
Oh, got it.
Oh, okay.
The truth lies within. Actually, it's to the right. I kept trying to look behind it.
Oh, I remember spending a lot of time in this section looking for it.
Gotcha. Alright, got a skill point to assign.
Anything else this fall you're looking forward to, or is it just kind of
Oh,
Starfield?
the fall's packed for me. So I think first,
Oh, okay.
chronologically or whatever you want to call it, I think so. The Cyberpunk expansion, Phantom Liberty. I'm in on that. That's the 20th of September, I believe. Then Spider-Man 2. A month later, October. Is that October 20th?
I think so.
And then the Mario Wonder is October 20th as well. Actually, that's what play that with my kid. I won't play that on my own. That's a game I'll play with my boy. Something else got announced for like October, November. I can't think of what it is right now.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, right.
Those are my two: Starfield and Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Like, I don't have a PlayStation. If I did, then Spider-Man would be up there.
Uh huh. Yeah.
I was very mixed on the first game.
Oh, I really liked it.
I know everybody went bananas over
Mhm.
it. I was just like, I don't know, some of those stealth missions.
Yeah.
It felt like every time you hit a groove, they were like, and now Mary Jane.
Yeah.
No.
That was a drag. I wouldn't argue with that at all. That was a drag. Miles Morales was like the perfect like game. 20 hours, 25 ish hours, decent open world, but not bloated at all. Like it's perfect. It's perfect.
I actually haven't played that yet.
Oh, it's really good. It's better than the first one,
I'm
I
a
think.
I'm a cheapskate. So like as
Hmm.
much as I appreciate and I really do seriously appreciate that PlayStation's now porting stuff to PC.
Sure.
In the same vein, it's like I'm not paying bucks for a 4-year-old game. Like it's not happening.
Has there been any Steam sales on it though?
Yeah, it hasn't really come down in my window. Like
Not
I'm waiting
enough.
for 20 or under.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hopefully this season. Hopefully this year.
If not the holiday season, I'm sure afterwards it'll probably finally come down.
Sure. It hasn't even gone
Of
that
course.
low on PlayStation. I think the cheapest I've seen it is like
Oh,
30 or 35.
I mean, of course, I have no shortage of backlog stuff.
That one
I
I
still have the original God of War
oh shoot. Yeah. I mean the
2018 one. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I get you. But for Miles Morales, I actually got that from the library, I cuz I knew it was a short game. I finished it like in 10 days. It was sweet. One of the things that
oh, we don't have it. here that would do that. That would be nice.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. I do a lot of library games.
Nice.
Yeah. Not new releases like Final Fantasy or Diablo. Yeah, like that's not there. But like, I waited a year to play Miles Morales because it came out alongside the PS5 or whatever. I played it the year after. But yeah.
Well, and like you said, it was shorter, I think, too.
Yes. Yes. Like I said, I finished it in like in 10 days, and that's playing it very
That's not
casual, not like playing
grinding.
it every night, whatever. All right.
I don't know. I mean, I listened to the guys on the podcast,
Uh
and
huh.
I didn't get sucked into the side quests in Spider-Man as much.
I
I
did
was
a
kind of
handful.
like, yeah.
I did a handful of them.
I did a few where I needed to grind stuff for points or unlocking costumes or whatever, and then the rest I just kind of left.
Costumes or parts for gadgets. Remember that
Yep.
was a thing.
I just laugh at Tim and Ed. Like, part of me wishes I could be like that. They're just like, oh, I do every side quest, and I talk to every person, and I'm like, yeah, no, I can't.
It's amazing that Router platinums the games he does.
Right?
I'm like, man, you got like the least time of anybody to play games, and you're platinum like Elden Ring and Sekiro. Like I think that's amazing and an efficient use of time.
I don't understand how he stuck with Valhalla as long as
Oh,
he did.
dude, he played
And
that for like 11 months.
I'm not talking Valhalla when I say that.
That's a
Like,
long
I
time.
just have such a short attention span. Yeah. I could be playing something for a week and absolutely love it. Like, just love it. And still get distracted by something that's been in my backlog for 5 years.
Totally. Especially if it's as repetitive like that.
Yeah. Valhalla seems like it could be unending.
I don't know why. Why do they do that? Like, do they want people to feel like they're getting value for their dollars? Because, man,
Yes. I think it's a little too much for my taste, but
I agree. I liked it, but dang,
I went back.
it was the same things over and over,
Yeah.
taking
I
over
went back
monasteries and all that.
replayed Jedi Fallen Order
Yeah. Mm.
beginning of this year. And man, like, I don't like the combat. I played it on easy because the combat was just, I don't know, I just didn't like it.
I'm not good
I
at
know
those
they were going-
games, so
Me either. That's why I had to leave it on easy. But the story, like, there was just enough. I don't know what you would call it. If you would call it like open linear,
mhm.
like there was just enough to explore.
Like open
but it was
areas.
still yeah. It wasn't like a Ubisoft, vomit all over the map
Mm-hmm. The map barf.
icon everywhere. Yeah. Survivors started decent. Nothing has really launched well on PC this year except for Diablo.
It's
So I kind of put it down.
Yeah, PC stuff's getting rough lately for some reason.
Oh,
As
dude.
big as a market it is, I'm surprised.
Yeah. Everything that came out this year, not named Diablo, has been just a crippled mess. Last of Us, I finally got to play that, but my goodness, I had to suffer through like 15 frames a minute to
Oh boy.
do it. Hogwarts actually ran better on Steam Deck than it did my. I don't understand. Jedi's a little rough, so I figured I'd wait for some patches.
Have they been updating that? Because that's going on like 2 or 3 months since release now.
I think they have. I mean, I kind of knew that Tears of the Kingdom was coming, Diablo was coming, so I was like, yeah, Jedi Survivor will be my modern cyberpunk. Like, they can just let it bake and update.
Mm-hmm.
I And I'll be happy to come back to it when it's
Yep.
a bit more stable. I know it didn't make as big of a splash, but I can even remember back as far as maybe Far Cry 5, Division 1 and 2. Like, the games weren't as broken at launch, but I definitely remember playing Far Cry 5, let's say, at launch,
Mm-hmm.
and then going back when the DLC came out, and looking at the game and being like, I don't know if it's just me, like playing on the same machine, you know, no upgrades or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if it's just me, but the game looks a lot cleaner. It looks more crisp. Graphics look better. I think they like secretly do that stuff behind the scenes. Ubisoft, at least. Where it launches and it's kind of like, you know, there's some duct tape and chewing gum holding it together, and then the longer it's out, they kind of polish it up and make it look better. It's happened more than once.
Sure.
Division games, the Far Cry 5, and I want to say one of the Assassin's Creeds. I don't remember if it was Origins or Odyssey where it was more pronounced.
Hmm.
Where we're supposed to go.
I'm just trying to. I'm gonna head. Yeah, I'm gonna go down this way, down and to the right. To the yeah, you're going that way. Maybe it's over here. I'm just trying to get to the only anything that's uncharted that we can perhaps lead us to.
Anything in that fog of war. Map fog.
Yeah. What's that bubble you cast? Is that like a protection shield?
Yeah, there's a legendary necklace I found that when you take a certain amount of damage, it casts that automatically.
Oh, interesting.
But it's got kind of an extended recharge.
Gotcha.
So of course, it's not something you can really rely on, but it helps.
Right. It is nice.
I wish it was a spell.
Right.
That would be nice.
Without the downtime.
I found a build. Like, there's a couple different builds online, and this one is supposed to be decent for leveling. So it's kind of like chain lightning heavy.
Mm.
Like most of them, you can go in a couple different directions with your build. Seems to be good. But it does make you a little bit of like a glass cannon.
Gotcha.
Assuming maybe the end game build will compensate. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually one of the skills in your skill tree. It's called Glass Cannon. It really ups your damage output, but at the cost of defense.
Oof. I guess the way to counter that would be to putting stuff into like your dodge and all that, you know, to just stay in the move and avoid getting hit.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like even on World Tier 1, like a situation like this where we got a couple elites. If I'm not on the move, you know, you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
You just try and cast.
Right. Stay in the move. Stay out of reach. Whatever.
Like that boss battle that we did a while back.
Nice.
Like same thing. Constant moving. Just keep going.
There we go. I don't even think that was the objective.
No.
The
It
heck?
might be.
Well, there's one unexplored area. I doubt that's it, though. We'll see.
It might be down here. There's only like 2 or 3 enemies. This build is fantastic, but once you get like too many, it's almost like diminishing returns.
Oh boy. Might be something down here to the bottom.
Yeah, is that where you said before? I should have followed you.
Ooh. Oh no, that's fine. No, it's not, actually. I think I got a legendary pair of boots. Gotta examine it.
Orange?
Yeah, it looked like it,
Oh yeah, that would be
but I'm not
legendary.
sure.
Nice.
Oh no, never mind. It's not. Just regular yellow.
Got a couple legendaries. Nothing too crazy. I'm anxious to see what sets they have.
Mm-hmm.
Dig into the end game stuff. Have you tried Disney Speedstorm at all? Are you a racing person?
I do like kart racers, but not Disney Speedstorm. It just looks too complicated with the currencies and the free-to-play design of it.
Right.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna
I
play it.
haven't really looked.
Oh, here we go. Finally. Yeah, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna play it for however long you need to play it just to unlock stuff. I'm not into that.
There's only so many grind games I can play at once.
Right. Right.
Went through a stint with Rocket League where I'd play.
Who are you?
Just hangs over my head if you get the battle pass and you don't actually like max out,
Right.
get the stuff.
You don't put time into it and get your rewards back.
Which I thought was funny with Diablo.
Why you help?
Like they're giving Diablo a bunch of flack for selling skins. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. What's worse? Selling me the battle pass to get stuff that I'm probably never going to achieve because I got to grind to get it? Or just charging me a little bit extra so I can actually purchase the stuff I want piecemeal?
Right. That's just the way games are these days too. I mean, it's just a natural evolution. You
Nature
know,
of the beast, yeah.
of the $20 skins and battle passes and all that. That's just Call of Duty. Everybody's doing it. You know.
I mean, I'm not going to buy skins, but if I were going to spend money on the game, I'd rather just pay for what I know I'm going to get
Sure.
instead of paying the opportunity to earn it, hopefully.
Yeah, the loot box thing is annoying. It's frustrating. I've never done that personally.
Well, or even the battle passes, because the best stuff is usually at the top tiers.
Right.
And if you don't have a chance to get there,
Ooh,
then it's almost
well.
like you paid for nothing.
I think I've lost my way. Something happened to my mother.
Yeah.
We trail to the vault and
But if they're gonna treat Diablo like, you know, a live service game, battle passes and seasons and whatnot, they're probably gonna support it for years and years to come.
Oh yeah, I think so.
I heard a funny thing the other day, like how many seasons or whatever goes by before they're offering like pink bunny ears and stuff for their characters.
Huh.
You know?
Probably not many.
And then they were, the podcast. They were joking like, yeah, it took Halo. Like I think season 2 is when they had the cat ears on the helmet. Like, it only took Halo like 3 months before they bent their knee to that stuff.
I mean, if it's gonna fund development, like,
Sure,
uh,
which is
like
probably what that
I don't
was.
want to use that stuff, but the business side of me sits there and is like, yeah, I get it. You know,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
got to cater to your audience to some degree.
Right. And everybody had them. I remember when those came out. Everybody had them.
Oh yeah.
Let's see how much longer we go here. Hopefully it's resolved soon, or else I'm like join fight in progress. Is this a
I
world
just
event?
died. Was it a world event?
I don't know. It
I
says
thought
like
it was just the objective.
it might. Well, it looks like it, but it won't let me. There we go. It wouldn't let me enter at first.
Stick and move.
Yep.
Let's go with that. I don't know. 3 had over 20 seasons, and I know, again, people are scoffing at this one for selling battle passes and this, that, the other. It's like, if you think about that, you do the math. Those seasons lasted anywhere from 3 to 6 months. Some of them were longer than others.
Hmm.
But 25 seasons lasting 3 to 6 months apiece, that's a long time to support a game with no microtransactions.
Mhm.
Like, there was
Without
the
going
base
that,
game.
without going that road, yeah.
Yeah. There was the base game and there was the expansion. That's it. There's nothing else you could purchase. So, I mean, I get why they're doing it this way.
Yeah. Well, because they put how much time and development behind it, they're gonna support it for years and years to come, and that's
Well,
one of the ways to,
and you're always going to have the people that are just like the free to play whales that are just buying
Oh
everything
yeah.
and all the skins and all that
Well,
stuff. They
you're
far outweigh the frugal ones.
even like Diablo Immortal. For weeks, the internet was uh
Oh my
like the
gosh.
outrage over it, but yet it made millions. Like, well, someone's playing it and spending money. Like,
Well, how
you,
many of those YouTubers were like, "Oh, this is so stupid"? Meanwhile, they're showing you videos of them buying like $15,000 worth of stuff.
right, right, right.
Like, what? You just dumped 15 grand into it, and you're gonna knock it? Like, you're
Yeah.
part of the problem.
Right, right, right. Totally. 100%, dude. 100%.
All we need is one book, one spell to help us cross the Black Lake and stop Blood.
I'm gonna call it here, Chris.
Okay. Yeah, it is getting late.
Yeah.
Oh.
So at this rate, I'll probably be in bed asleep by 1. That's good. Wake up at 7.
Oh,
It's Friday.
it's 1:30.
Nice. It was fun, dude. I appreciate you hanging out. I totally don't mind if you jump in and out or whatever if I'm on or anything.
Same. Oh,
Okay.
definitely. No, it was awesome. Thank
Right
you.
on.
I had a stressful day. I kind of needed this, so it was good.
Excellent, dude. I'm glad. I always think you're working Thursday night, so you were in the chat and stuff. I never. So when you asked, I'm like, yeah, dude, for sure, dude.
Yeah, I knew that there was crossplay, so I was like,
I know.
I've tested it
That's cool.
out.
Yeah, dude, I've played crossplay with Xbox and Xbox. I've had a party with like 2 PlayStation users, 1 Xbox, 1 PC, and it's fine. You would never know. It's the how easy it is they make it to just join games and stuff. It's super cool.
Yeah. Oh no, it works great. It's not
Mhm.
like it's a yes or something, so you don't have to have those Twitch reflexes and stuff.
Right. There's no friend codes or any kind of weird invites or whatever, lobbies or anything. It's just join, drop in, drop out, whatever.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah, man. I have one skill point. I'm trying to look to see what I could put it in.
Where to put it?
Right. Maybe I'll sleep on it.
Do you have a build you're doing, or you're just like?
No, I'm just kind of
Taking it.
going in like what's cool here, what's cool here. Like everything right now is just range. I mean, I'm level 12 right now. I don't know if it's too soon for a build. Maybe I'll look some stuff up. But I've seen like some poison trap builds or whatever. Not builds, but like a developer interview where they're kind of talking about their favorite builds or recommendations. And I thought I saw like a poison rogue earlier, but I didn't look into it at all.
Oh, okay, cool.
I see the poison trap skills available now, so maybe I'll start putting into that. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I think I'll do the poison trap. Sounds good. 388 poison damage over 9 seconds. That's decent.
That's not bad.
Nah.
Little crowd control.
Exactly, right. So it activates after 1.25 seconds, so it's not like immediate, so I kind of have to time it. Alright, I'll see how it is next time I get on, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna bounce. I don't know if it's gonna kick you. Are you in my game still?
I am, but that's okay. If it,
Okay,
if it
yeah.
knocks me in.
Sure.
I think last time, like when you swapped out, it made me like party leader or something like that. Like,
Oh,
out of the game.
oh, okay. Nice.
Borderlands, I think, does something like that.
No, I think it straight up kicks everybody.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. At least when I'm playing with the guys, it does. So you kind of have to like double, triple check. Like, all right, I'm leaving now. Make sure you're not in the menu selling something.
Oh, see, I'd be the bad person. I'd be like, I'll tell somebody.
Yeah.
Peace out on Brandon.
Oh, you were selling that? Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Oops.
It's too fun to tease him.
Yeah. Especially because he doesn't get mad. He's not that kind of person. It's kind of fun.
Right. Oh no, it's all in good fun.
Right.
He's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, Chris. I'll catch you next time. I'll message you or I'll message the group if I get on for. I might have some time Sunday. My wife was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get the kid out of the house if you want to hang out at home Sunday." I said, "Cool." And then today we're like, "Oh, looks like it's gonna rain Sunday, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I might have a block Sunday to play more.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, let
Would
me
be.
know.
I will.
Great. No, it worked out great. Thank you.
It did. Excellent. I'm glad you enjoyed, man. That's what it's all about. Good times, bro.
Oh, definitely.
All right, dude. Have a good night. Have a good Friday, and maybe I'll see you this weekend.
You too. Enjoy the weekend.
Thanks, dude. I'll catch you next time. Get some rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. You too.
All right, thanks, bro. I'll see you later.
All right.
Take it easy.
Bye.
All right, and that's what we're gonna call it. Man, almost a 4-hour session. That's awesome. So in 4 hours, I was just plowing through the story, and I'm only level 13, and I'm still in Act 1. This game is big. A lot of stuff to grind through. So thanks for checking out. Thanks for everybody who participated. Holy Headshot Chris, Black SSD Ryan, Groundlehammer Brandon. All you guys made the stream insanely fun and good times as always. I appreciate the interaction and the engagement as always. Salud. Y'all have a good weekend. Take it easy. Be well. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.